here we go. Broadcasting live, this is KMA Talk Radio. Life, liberty, and the pursuit of fine cigars. With your hosts, Honest Abe and Adam K. the Brewmeister. Listen to the show anywhere in the free world at KMATalkRadio.com.
I like to smoke them like some Winston Churchill, like John Kennedy, yeah. Remember Coach Red Auerbach, smoked up for victory, yeah. Well, you can take my wife, you can take my car, but you can't take my sweet cigar.
Good morning, loyal listeners, libertarians, lovers of the leaf, everyone out there in radio land. Welcome to another exciting edition of KMA Talk Radio. Broadcasting live on this, the last Saturday of July in the year 2019. I'm Adam K. the Brewmeister.
The year is like more than half over.
And yeah,
I don't know why that surprises you guys every week. You're always like, oh my God, I can't believe
because
it's July.
It's literally surprising. How old are you now?
36.
All right, see, in another 10 years, when you're that much closer to death, you'll see how important and how it feels when
He's the same age as I am.
He doesn't care about living. You want him to worry about dying?
I bet you he does worry about dying.
Everybody does.
I don't think so.
Only unless...
Listen, I could tell you without a fact, just based on stuff he's done at work, his life being in danger is not a concern to him at all on any level.
Have you ever been close to death, Adam? Like, have you ever had, like, a near-death experience?
I don't think so.
Would you care?
He doesn't think so. Like, he's not sure,
well,
right?
why?
Yeah.
Like, he doesn't do things... I think he cares about his life because he doesn't eat sugar. Like, why doesn't he eat sugar?
I just think that's a preferential quirk. He drinks gallons of booze.
Mm-hmm.
No sugar? Nothing?
No.
Zero.
No, his mom sends him...
No, Grandma.
Grandma sends him a batch. I'm sure she's not listening, so you don't mind if I say this.
No.
She sends him, like, a basket
Maybe I should text her.
awesome cookies and brownies and stuff
Don't eat
every
'em.
year that we all devour at
They
work.
are amazing.
But he
that's
never
messed up.
has one, and she doesn't know.
And he tells her when she calls, oh, the cookies were delicious.
No, I tell everyone at the office loved them.
Everyone, so he doesn't lie. Everybody at the office did love them.
Sorry to tell you, you had a lot of sugar this morning with that Cuban coffee.
It's okay.
So it's not a sugar thing. It's just that he won't eat a sweets thing.
He always tells me he doesn't have sugar. That's what he tells me. He gets his sugar
He
from alcohol.
consumes gallons of alcohol.
Right,
dude.
but he gets it from alcohol.
Yeah, I don't eat sweets. Yeah.
I'm telling you, if
Dude,
I
I've
ever
been
make
around
any
him-
kind of real
I've been
money,
around him for almost a decade. It's nothing stunning or
if I ever
surprising
make
to
any
me
kind of
anymore.
real money in my life, I'm doing a documentary on him, and you're gonna watch it and love it.
No
It's
one's-
gonna be
Are
your
you
favorite
kidding me? I'm
documentary.
going to be like the commentator.
Yeah, exactly.
I
That's
got
true.
the whole thesis down on his existence. Why do you think he still works for me? I'm probably the only guy that gets him.
Well, that calls for a beer.
Good call, Colin.
Dang Skippy, it does.
All right. It's going to be a very exciting show with me, of course, Honest Abe, Paul, the producer.
With limited breaks.
Limited breaks,
We're going with that
limited
new
commercial
format.
breaks. Yes, only 3 breaks.
So I met with the renderer yesterday.
Ooh.
Oh,
New studios are in the process.
I didn't know we were talking about it
Why not?
officially on the air.
Who cares?
All right, I don't care. I just
No, man, we're building our own studio, state-of-the-art facility.
we
And-
do work with Coop, so we want to be teaser free and rumor free.
Yes. Are we not teasing
Oh,
them
yeah?
free? But no, man, listen, man, it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be a very clubhouse, man cave kind of studio. And we're going old school, man. We're going to be doing all our broadcasts in front of a live audience.
I can't wait, man.
Yeah.
You know
Gonna
the
be able to
times.
smoke?
Yeah.
We're going to smoke, and there's going to be a bar in the studio.
Nice. There we go.
Yep.
All right, cool. Congratulations.
Yeah.
And-
Hopefully, my goal, thank you very much. My goal is to get it done before 2020.
Okay.
So before
And
the
we'll
year.
be closer to
Miami.
Espinosa Premium
Yeah.
Cigars.
A lot
So,
closer.
yeah,
Studios
so
will be
that'll
close
work
to
for you.
Miami, yeah. So
All right.
A lot closer.
easier for the
With,
rides.
of course, our Meet Your Maker for today, of course, the aforementioned Mr. Erik Espinosa Jr.
Thank you, thank you.
My man.
Mamon.
Hakuna Matata. Saw the Lion King.
Even though
That's what got me
you're
to
not
go
a junior, you still always go by junior, which always... Does that bother you? Or
Why is
it
he
just
not a
you adopt-
junior?
Well,
because he's not
we-
an officially a junior.
We talked about
Oh,
this
okay,
during the
what-
KMA late night.
What, I forgot. What's the officially a junior?
You have the exact same name.
Isn't he Erik Espinosa?
He is Erik Espinosa, but the middle name is different.
Oh, the middle name's got to be the
Yes.
same to
Well,
be a
that's not
junior?
the only thing. Remember, Junior told us last time on KMA late night that his father's real name is not Eric.
Oh, that's right. What is your dad's name? I know this fact. What is your dad's
You guys
name?
getting me in trouble already, man?
It's all right.
It's this early. It's
Oh,
still
just
early,
wait.
man.
What's your dad's name?
They
again?
wouldn't tell us.
No, I know it. I've
do
heard
you?
it before,
I think he's
yeah.
got it on Facebook. You guys want to go check it out?
Yeah, what is it? I
Oh,
know
he
what it
probably
is.
has to now because you have to have
Say
your
me
real
the
name.
time. What's his real name?
Orestes.
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 I knew
Oh,
that.
Now I'm fired.
I
Thank
knew
you guys.
that.
Appreciate it.
Orestes. Hey, bro. Orestes, bro. That's funny. He's managed to keep that under the radar pretty good for all these years.
Oh yeah, his son told everybody on the air during the KMA late night. We got a whiskey or two in him, and he was like, "Hey, guess what?"
I actually knew that before. I've seen it. I think when your dad first created a Facebook account, he created it with that name.
Yeah, I think
He let it slip out there one way or another in some format early on. But yeah, dude, Eric, just so you know, when I opened our second retail location, had a big grand opening. I think we had like 7 companies there. And Drew Estate was one of them, at which point his father was the Drew Estate rep. 11-year-old Erik Espinosa Jr. worked that table at that event.
That's awesome.
Yes, sir, I did.
I think I got a picture of it somewhere. I got to dig it up, put it on KMA this week. But literally, like, his little 11-year-old kid sat there.
Yeah, I remember going to school with acid shirts and all the teachers being like, "What?
Are you kidding? That's so funny.
The old school ones, the black with the just yellow acid."
Yeah, well, that's all they could afford, one color
Yeah.
shirts back then. One color printing.
Probably
This is the cheapest screen printing that money could buy.
Probably Marvin and Jonathan were doing it in their garage.
Jesus.
Marvin, add the yellow. Let's go.
Well, so we have an exciting show today.
It's going to be a great show.
We're
A lot of
getting
great
into
stuff
it
to talk
before we
about.
get into it.
Oh, yes. Very much so. Going to be a great show. We got a lot to talk about. Eric's got a lot of cool stuff that he's in the works on.
Did you bring cigars? Did you bring stuff?
I did. I brought you guys the new La Matanza.
Nice.
Showed off a little bit to you guys.
Not only did he do that, he bought food. Normally we're supposed to cater,
Yeah,
but Paul can't get us an intern. He bought pastelitos from Miami and Cuban coffee. I mean, you should come on every week.
I love when an
Appreciate that.
Espinosa
Thank you.
comes.
Yeah, seriously.
They know how to treat you. They always bring
We got them nice and fresh for you
pastries.
guys.
And, yeah, I've had 2 already. I'm not gonna lie.
I could tell. I could tell.
Paul, I hope your belt buckle is still belt buttoned.
No, it's not. My shorts button, the top button is unbuttoned today.
Well, I will probably have one because Nimish called me yesterday, and he's like, it's really funny because we're both exactly on the same page. Like we both kind of really haven't started phase 2 of our competition.
That's what I keep asking you every time we have our meeting. I'm like, you're putting sugar in your coffee? What are you doing?
What's phase 2?
Well, we have a second now round that we're gonna go. Whoever loses the most weight by November 8th, and we're gonna have an event. We're doing an event.
I knew the first one, yeah. The
no,
drag and all that.
No, but there's a guaranteed loser on November 8th.
Okay.
Someone's coming to the event dressed in drag. Whoever loses the least amount of weight. There's one
Suckalicious.
person guaranteed. So, like, Nimish and I both, because since I went to Chicago, I ain't gonna lie, I think I gained like 10, 11 pounds.
Had a couple pizzas over there.
I had a lot
couple
of
hot
food. And
dogs.
since I came back, I really haven't hit it hard. And then Nimish is the same way. I think he said he was up like 13 pounds. And we're both like, yeah, I bought all the groceries yesterday. I'm hitting the ground hard Monday. Gonna go back on it. And he's like, I'm in the same boat. I said, we're both not worried because we believe that Saka lied on the first round. I don't think he lost the weight that he said he lost. I think he's already like 15 or 20 pounds behind because we know the goal weight. So that's the weight we're using as your starting point. There's no need to weigh yourself. So we both believe like he's 10, 15 pounds, if not 20, behind the starting point. So like we're already like, we got a cushion, man. We'll hit it hard for the next couple of months. We'll be fine. So we both may be overly confident. And Steve may just like be the turtle in the hair and blow right by us and come up all skinny and stuff, and maybe me and Nish will be dressing in drag. But I see a female Sasquatch in the future.
You see the future already coming?
Yeah, I see a female Sasquatch in high heels.
He didn't send any photos on the scale or anything like that?
Listen to me. He's the only one who really didn't post a before and after picture. Both Nimish and I did, which showed substantial weight loss.
Right.
And then when he met his goal, he put a screenshot of the app and the chart. That was like, I met my goal. So I'm busting his balls, but I mean, the first full body shot I saw of him was at the trade show. I'm like, oh, dude, you look like you lost some weight, but you don't look like you've lost like 55 pounds weight, So we'll see. But the next part of the contest, it's gonna be an official weigh-in. You know, they're going to come
You got
here.
scales and all
Oh,
that
yeah,
there?
we're weighing in.
Oh,
'cause
legit.
That loser's going to get dressed in drag. No one's going to believe an app or a screenshot of your app.
You gotta have a professional makeup artist there or something like
My
that.
wife.
Do it there. Oh, perfect.
My
there
wife.
you go. Awesome.
If I lose, dude, I'm going to be one pimping person in
You're
drag.
gonna be a beautiful.
I'm going to be one beautiful person in drag. I will even shave my beard, which has only happened like once or twice since high school.
Wow.
Well, I went to a Catholic high school, so I
Right.
wasn't allowed to have a beard for 4 years. So, like, the day I graduated, it was really funny because I grew the beard, like, I started growing it every Monday, so by Friday I could buy beer for the weekends. Oh, yeah. And then the dean used to look for me. He got smart, started looking for me on Fridays. I mean, he pulled me out of exam once. And then they go make you shave in the office, and they had a razor in there from, like, 1972. Literally. With no shaving creams, and I started getting smart and started packing my own razors, like, in my pocket.
So you knew you were gonna shave.
If I got caught, but the whole point was to have like a nice, like almost beard, so when I'd go buy alcohol on the weekends, no one would give me a hard time, you know. So
Gotcha.
that was the plan. So yeah, I've kind of had a beard consistently after high school.
Wow.
Well, it stopped growing on my head, so I figured it had to grow somewhere.
How early did it stop growing on your head?
I started shedding probably my freshman year in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, mine was much later than that.
Well, I mean, shedding. I didn't go bald. But I
Yeah.
started shedding. Like I started noticing like a lot of hair in the drain. Like what? What's that? You know? Because you don't conceive it's ever going to happen. And then like probably by year 2 or 3, it got like really bad. And then I did the hair club for men thing.
Oh, you did?
Cy Sperling.
Wait.
I'm not only a member. I'm a client.
So wait,
I'm
did
not only the owner. I'm a client.
you do the surgery?
It's not surgery.
What is it?
Hair Club for Men was like really early in the days when it just
That was
kind of got
early
started.
90s.
Yeah. You had to have like some kind of hair because whatever they attached was attached to your hair.
Oh, so it's a hair piece, a system.
It's a hair system. That's exactly what it is. They would kind of track around your head.
Yeah.
I mean, the system really works the best for the guys who just have the monk, the dome.
Like me.
No, dude, you're bald.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? The back of
Dude,
my head.
no,
Your
no,
head.
your
I don't
front.
wanna-
Yeah, exactly.
The
I'm
front-
talking about
yeah.
full frontal head, full frontal hair.
Oh, I don't have full frontal hair.
No, and they just got the dome spot. That really works the best because then you don't have to attach a front hairline. But I had no front hair, so they dig a track in. Then they put this like.
The listeners are saying, well, I guess the hair club doesn't work. Great testimonial.
I was waiting.
I don't think it's still around at all.
Yeah, it is.
It is?
Nah, they can't use it. There's so much new technology. I doubt that anybody's still using this kind of a system.
No, they
but
still run infomercials. I know.
Hair Club for Men. But the system can't be the same. It's
Maybe
getting
it's
more
not the same
advanced.
system.
Yeah.
But listen, I mean, it was literally a screen, a thin screen with real human hair attached, and then they would literally like merge it, glue it.
Yeah, well, like a
into
weave.
your track. But the problem is, if you had no front hairline, they had nothing to glue it to. Right? 'Cause I had no
okay.
front hairline.
Right.
So then they made these double stick pieces of tape that you had to stick on the bottom side of the front of the screen, then press it down on your forehead.
I can't believe you were so
then,
vain.
And then hope that when you're driving down the road or something, that a gust of wind doesn't come and lift the front of your.
I've seen that before
You know,
on the golf
yeah.
course. I've
So
seen guys
I did it
toupees
for about.
flip
I
out.
literally did it for about 6 months, and then just threw everything out, ripped it off my head.
How, this was expensive, no?
I don't remember. I mean, how expensive it was, but I mean, it was just like I went from going in and out of the shower to now 40-minute bad hair days, mousse, gel, shampoo, conditioner. I said, screw this. But I got some
This
pictures.
is madness.
I
got
wanna
some
see.
pictures. I'll post them. I got some pictures with a hairpiece. The picture in my office with John Belushi and Joey Pantalone.
Yeah.
That's a hairpiece.
Oh, I've actually noticed that you had hair in that picture.
That's a
so
hairpiece. Yeah. So
Huh.
yeah, it lasted about 6 months. I came to my senses and just threw it all out.
I did Rogaine for years, and it seemed to like halt it, but it didn't make it better. And then eventually, it's just so much. You got to do it like a couple times a day and massage it, and I'm like, all right, forget it. I'm not the best looking guy to begin with, so is
Oh,
the
no.
hair really going to help?
No.
Yeah, giveaway.
No.
That's why my camera isn't working now, because I'm not good looking enough. I broke the camera.
Are you cameraless?
I am cameraless, but
Why? What
but we have
happened?
the wide shot.
What happened?
The same thing that happened last week, but it all came back because it's the new computer. It didn't fry
Really?
anything, so it's that camera must be bad. So I
All right.
threw it to the side.
That works.
But we're fine. Everything's up and running. Please.
Well done.
I wasn't gonna mention it because nobody knew anything. It was just one camera was working, which was yours. So you were talking.
So are you all ready for tomorrow?
Yeah.
Well, you don't want to
Dude,
talk about it?
it's just I feel bad talking about it in front of him, in front of Adam.
Why?
Because I feel
So
bad that
stupid.
Adam wasn't
He
invited.
absolutely could care less that he's not
No,
going.
do you know how
don't
many
wanna
times he's
go.
mentioned
And
it
he
to me this
actually
week?
doesn't want to be there.
Yes, he does.
No, he doesn't.
Adam.
No, he does not.
He wouldn't admit it if
Do
he
you,
did.
Do you see what he so would?
No.
Do you see what denial this guy lives in? He actually thinks, dude, I don't want to come to your birthday party.
Your wife does though.
Yeah, that's what she tells you. She's just nice.
I was pretty.
No parent,
I bet my
when
wife
you
that
start-
she would show
when
up.
you start getting invited to all your little kids' friends' birthday parties, you let me know how much you want to go.
It's a first birthday party. I
Who
won't invite
gives
you
a
every
crap?
year.
Yeah, it's the one the kid won't remember me being there. So what's the difference?
I'll remember.
He wrote Axel turns Uno. I'm like, who's Uno and why is Axel turning him?
Because
That's what he wrote in the invitation. Axel turns Uno.
well, hold on. I
who
didn't
is
write
Uno?
the invitation.
Who is Uno and why is this poor kid turning him?
It's a fiesta themed birthday party. So there's tacos from your favorite taco place in Wellington, Don Chepo's.
Oh,
Have you
there's
been-
nothing cheap about Don Chepo.
No.
I don't know why they chose that name. They're like literally the most expensive tacos on earth.
They are. They're pretty good though.
Go on a Tuesday.
Yeah, that's when we go.
$2 Tuesdays.
And it's family friendly, so we bring the baby and we just throw him out
It's
there
so
and he
not
runs
family
around.
friendly, but-
On Tuesdays it is before like 7 o'clock.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I don't get out of work before 7. I'm not union.
Oh.
But yeah, it's so not family friendly. But we take our kids there anyway. But they're all drinking margaritas.
and they got the toys outside for them, so you know whatever.
It's not family friendly.
Huh,
You
well.
can tell yourself that because you want to go there, but it's not family friendly.
We brought the baby to that fancy restaurant right around the corner, Kaloo's, and he was
That's
running
so
around.
not fancy.
Well, I mean, it's the fanciest restaurant in that area.
It's okay, but that's so not.
You know what I
fancy.
mean?
Yeah,
but like,
know.
I didn't think it was a place for a baby, and he
We
was
took
running
our
around with
kids-
no
I have no
shoes
idea
on
any place
and a
like that.
jumper.
We took our kids everywhere.
Yeah, we do too.
We took them everywhere.
I think it's good for them.
You have to teach them.
Yeah.
You have to teach them. But yeah, we take our kids everywhere. We don't let them stop us from going anywhere. They need to know how to react in the environment.
You got this, Junior, for when you're ready.
Are you ready to pop any out yet? How's Mary
We
life?
were just talking.
Married
about-
life is great.
Are you still in the romance phase?
We're still in the romance phase.
Really?
Yes, sir.
So tell us.
It's
funny-
only been what 7 months or something.
February. So
Five.
Great
let's say
smoke.
5.
Literally,
Yeah.
the great smoke.
5 months.
The great smoke
Right.
weekend.
Yeah, none of you guys showed up, man. That was messed up. I invited all you guys.
My invite must have gotten lost in the mail.
Yeah, I didn't see my invite.
We need a little bit more. Seriously, tell us a funny post-anecdote story.
Post antidote?
Yeah, I mean, something like after marriage, funny or you didn't expect or something. Come on, something's got to happen.
Swam with sharks. You're going. Man, that was crazy. I wasn't expecting that. We took.
Oh, I gotta look at
Are you talking about going in at bed at night with your wife or really swimming with sharks? I got him going.
Yeah, so we went to Bora Bora. I wanted to go. We tried to do a real small wedding because we both come from real big families. Basically, just a family, it would have been about 300 people when we did our
Oh,
list.
my God.
325
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So we start, taking that number way down and then realizing that we're just going to hurt too many people. So we said real close family. We ended up with like 90. And we said, you know what, all this money that we're going to save, let's just take a great trip. We went to Bora Bora, and that was awesome. And the scenery was beautiful. We dove with sharks and shark-infested waters. The only thing that let me down was there's nothing to do after 10 o'clock.
Oh,
If
really?
you get a midnight snack
Bro,
or you're starving or
if
something
I-
like that,
if
You're
I-
married now.
not-
There's nothing to
Bro,
do after 10 o'clock anyway. You go
if
to
I
bed.
have to teach you what to do after 10 o'clock on your honeymoon, then your dad obviously didn't have the conversation with you he should have had before you got married.
You're right.
I mean, there really shouldn't be looking for stuff to do at 10 o'clock at night on your honeymoon.
That's true. It is your honeymoon. Yeah.
All right, let's be real.
No, but I'm
tell
saying
me-
there was no bar, there's no kitchen, there's no food, there's no party, there's no music,
there a
there's
liquor
no
store in
lights.
town?
No, you have to because
in town during the day, is there a liquor store?
yeah,
Then
there
you
is.
buy stuff. So at 10 o'clock at night, you make your wife a cocktail. You come all James Bondish. You
Set
sit there
the
with
bubble
shaker.
bath up.
Yeah, you put the rose petals on the bed.
Yeah.
No, right. The internet
I
and the
should've
photos
helped
are
you.
beautiful. The internet and the magazines are beautiful. But the way that works is that you have the island, and then all these resorts that on the water are off that island in a real small island. So I call for a taxi, and a boat comes, and it takes you like an hour into the mainland.
Well,
So
you
the
gotta
way it
stock
works-
up and be ready for that.
Well, yeah, but there's only one taxi driver that'll take or boat that'll take it to the mainland like at 8 o'clock in the morning.
So you call for a taxi and they're there an
Yeah,
hour and
boat.
45 minutes later.
Right. And then it was like island.
You sound like all the people that work for you, bro. I don't want to hear the excuses.
There's no
Figure out how to
excuses,
make
bro.
it happen, bro. You make it happen.
I did. I found a local to bring me back to the thing to pick me up there in the morning.
So tell me, I don't want to know about swimming with sharks. Tell me some relationship stuff.
Yeah.
The post-marriage stuff. What have you? I didn't see that coming.
Exactly.
Come on.
The things that happened that you were like, wow, this is.
I forgot all the cool and shocking stuff after my marriage. I want to relive it a little bit. Tell me all the.
I got anything, man. We've been together for 10 years. It's probably gonna
So
sound
was I.
corny.
I was with Brady for 10
We
years.
didn't change, man. We're best friends, and
Were
we
you
got
living
married
together?
because that what?
Did you live together before you got married?
So we were together for 8.5, 9 years, and
Okay.
then I wanted to buy a house. So, 7 years. So I want to buy a house first to make sure that we're compatible, that we can live
So you
together.
didn't live together before you got smart.
No. Oh yeah, correct. For the 2 years, I bought the house, and then we said, all right, we're compatible. Let's do it.
So you did live together.
Yes,
smart.
yeah.
Did I give you that advice?
Could have been.
I've always said that. You gotta live with somebody.
But
first.
wait, so does that mean the house is in your name?
The house was in our. The first one that I bought was in my name.
Oh, so that you're in a different house now.
Right. Correct.
Oh, okay.
Right.
I was thinking in my head,
I
that's a
think my
smart
house
idea.
is still in my name.
Really?
I think so.
I guess it doesn't matter,
It doesn't
though.
matter. It goes to my trust.
Once you're
It
married.
goes to my wife anyway.
Right.
It doesn't matter. But yeah, I think my house.
Well, I'm
is still
saying
in
if
my
she
name.
up and leaves you one day, it's your house.
It doesn't work that way after 7 years, dude.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah,
She gets half of everything.
I mean, dude,
More like 75%.
I love guys who say that. So listen, if she leaves me, she's taking 4 children in with her. What am I going to do? Put her in an apartment?
I'm not saying you
what
would
I
do
love
that,
guys
but
who say that. Yeah. Hey, she leaves me. Dude, she's taking your kids with you. Yeah, babe, I got your suite at the Motel 6. You'll be set. You're good to go.
Yon, have a fun time. Send a postcard. Oy vey.
we didn't officially introduce our guest the correct
Who
way.
is he?
What do you mean, who is he?
Oh, is he our guest?
Eric
I thought he was
Espinosa
a
Jr.
I thought he was a co-host.
Well, he usually is, too.
I'm messing
He
with
just
him.
hangs out.
I love this kid.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for having me here, man.
Oh, not a problem.
Oh, I got stories.
Oh, no.
Let's do it.
Are we getting into that?
I did some. No, not yet.
Okay.
I got to torment him. I got some infiltration. I got stuff you don't know. I know.
Well, listen, he's very nervous.
Oh yeah, I got stories and pictures.
Pictures.
Let me
yeah.
tell you
you ain't got no
something, Eric. There is a mole in your organization.
There's a big fat mole
Wait, hold on.
in your organization. What? Did I just give it away?
Dude, I'm not going there.
Hashtag no names. By the way, hold on. Did you catch that post last night
Of what?
on Facebook? I loved it.
Which-
Somebody who's making a post on. I guess Risty made a post about how his episode last week, because it's got almost 8,000 views.
Yeah.
Right now. It's just cranking, right? And somebody said, I love the fact that you went on KMA and I got an email that says smoking cigars, is now selling JSK cigars. Some manufacturers just don't have the guts and are too proud. I won't mention any names.
No, I didn't see
dude,
that.
it's hilarious.
You gotta
Oh my
find
God.
that.
I just started cracking up. I wrote hashtag no names.
That is funny.
Everybody knows who he was talking to. It was funny. It was good.
Oh, that's great.
So yeah, hashtag no names. I can't tell you them all, but
Well, I've seen a lot of conversation on our Facebook page, the KMA Talk Radio Facebook page, between you, Risty, and Skip Martin.
well, I mean, listen, Skip Martin called us a bully. Did you see that?
I saw.
He thinks we're bullies.
I think he's joking.
You still haven't got him on yet?
Nah. Oh
Listen.
yeah, last time you were on, we
Listen.
were
I know,
talking
you
about
still.
Skip Martin is like my white whale now. Like literally too. He's like my white whale. He's like my white whale. I would love to literally, because listen, he was on the show once.
Oh, I didn't
Yo.
know that.
Yes, he was.
He was?
I believe he was on the show once. He did a call-in, of course.
Right.
I think John Barron was the producer. We didn't know who Roma Craft was, and I didn't even know who he was. Because, we get guests like that with
Yeah.
these new companies, and I don't know who they are. But, so, there, it had to be, I'm actually going to look it up now and watch it, but it
Yeah,
had to be
I'll
a
have to
very
find it.
uninteresting interview, right?
Of course.
Because now it would be so colorful
Yeah.
if I had him on. I would love to have him on to go at it for 2 hours. I mean, I have no... I don't know if anybody thinks like me and Skip have issues. I have no personal issues. I doubt Skip has any personal issues with me. We're just having social media fun.
I actually think that Skip, now that we've all gotten to speak on social media, and I talk to him once in a while on Facebook, I think he actually is enjoying this. I think he likes it.
He likes social media, and he likes social media banter. But I'm enjoying it. I already told him. I said, listen, when we build our studio, you're going to be our first guest no matter what. And you can't say no. I already told him that.
We're gonna have to send a chopper for him.
I don't care. I'll go kidnap him, bag him, throw him in a van next time he lands in America, and bring him down here against his will.
Sounds like
Right?
a good plan.
We'd have to have like 4 big
Oh,
dudes, but they'll get him.
Yeah.
He's
I'm sure there's some people we can call.
he's only ever in one of 2 places. He's either in Austin or in SLE.
Yeah.
So
Well, it was his birthday this week, so
I saw.
happy birthday, Skipster.
Episode
Hey.
139.
he posted
Really?
What'd he say?
episode 139.
Thank you very much, my man.
Wow, Colin's
Wow.
awesome.
Told you.
I'm gonna have to listen to
I
it.
knew he was on, but literally, I didn't know. John said, "Hey, I got this guy named Skip from this company called Roma Craft." I said, "Yeah, that's fine. Put him on." I mean, I didn't even know.
That's your John Barron impression.
Oh, that's pretty much what he sounded like.
What's my?
Yeah, giveaway.
I don't do impressions.
Oh, okay.
All right.
I can't get myself feminine and girly enough to do an impersonation.
Okay, here we go.
There we go.
All right.
You guys are aggressive on here, bud.
Oh, dude, you don't even know.
Just wait.
We didn't even get into your interview yet. We're just opening the show.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Let's take a short break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some of the new projects that Eric's got going on at Espinosa Cigars. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Experience the new Henry Clay Warhawk, a robust and complex cigar that's inspired by the rebellious roots of Henry Clay. The first of a 3-part series honoring the life of the great statesman, this cigar is made with the best tobaccos grown and hand-rolled by the Grupo de Maestros at La Flor de Copan in Honduras. And it's not your typical Connecticut. This is a Henry Clay. Stand up, be different, and smoke a Warhawk. Surgeon General warning, cigar smoking can cause cancer to the mouth and throat even if you do not inhale.
Hello, this is Glenn Case, owner of Christoph Cigars. There's nothing more important to me than family. That's why I treasure the moments with my wife Terry and our son Christopher, aka Christoph. When we have those rare moments to talk about life, there's nothing better than smoking Christoph to enhance our time together. For Terry, it's our Christoph Sweet Tip Cuban selection. For Chris, our Sumatra. And for me, our original Maduro. Enhance your family time with Christoph Cigars.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
The recently released Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is an extremely rare blend of Perdomo's finest and most cherished 12-year-old fillers, binders, and wrappers. Bale-aged for 10 years and then barrel-aged in bourbon barrels for an additional 2 years, these exquisite Nicaraguan tobaccos are bursting with rich, complex flavors. Offered in Connecticut, sun-grown, or Maduro, available at only 250 authorized tobacconists worldwide, the Perdomo Double-Aged 12-Year Vintage is a must-have for every cigar enthusiast.
Hey, this is Clay from La Polina Cigar Company. My likes and dislikes: long walks in the park, old school gangster films, wrestling grizzly bears with Abe. Dislikes: smelly feet, flight attendants with an attitude, and Friday afternoon traffic. What I know you will like is the La Polina family of fine cigars, such as Mr. Sam, Bronze Label, and our highly rated Classic Series. But let's not forget the limited edition Goldie. Quality forever. La Polina Cigars.
Plasencia Cigars has been one of the world's leading growers of first-class tobacco since 1865. Today, Nestor Plasencia Sr., together with the 5th generation of the Plasencia family, continue the legacy. With over 3,000 acres of quality tobacco fields, they are makers of quality cigars, including Alma Fuerte, ranked among the top 10 cigars in major publications. Find them in your local premium tobacconist stores around the country. Plasencia Cigars, perfected for more than 150 years. Yours to enjoy now.
Looking for something unique and awesome? Smoke Oscar Valderas cigars. 2012 Connecticut, 2012 Corojo, 2012 Maduro, the Oscar Habano, the Oscar Maduro, My Way, and our latest creation, Oscar Valderas Cicerone Edition. A great cigar that comes in 5 different collectible boxes with an amazing exclusive artwork. Remember, Oscar has something unique and awesome waiting for you. Ask for Oscar Cigars in your favorite cigar shop.
Keep the party going all week long at the world-famous Spearmint Rhino, West Palm Beach. Every Sunday, Monday, and Wednesday, enjoy $3 premium drinks from the bar till midnight. Magnum Mondays means $100 magnums of Belvedere and Moët Brut until midnight. Get your thrills every $10 Tuesday with $10 dances all day and night. Ladies, don't miss Women Crush Wednesdays with half off your cover charge. No matter the time of day, it's always a good time at Spearmint Rhino, West Palm Beach.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live. I'm Adam K., the Brewmeister. With me, of course, the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Honest Abe.
Hello.
And, of course, Paul.
I was already.
Hi, I noticed.
The mic was like 20 feet away from me.
I was trying to you up. Pick you up.
That's the
Pick you
one
up.
thing about this structure that Abe's gonna see when we do like long shows, and he wants like a quick break. There's not really a time to get out of the studio in these breaks.
I don't care.
All right.
Listen, man, the new format, one of us gets up and goes. I'll be right back. Gotta go drop a deuce. Whatever.
I'm gonna get a
Clubhouse.
poop emoji to put in your seat
Yes.
on the camera.
It's a very Clubhouse format.
Gone pooping. We'll get Duffy to do that.
Out to poop.
Yeah.
Out to poop.
And our special guest, Mr. Erik Espinosa Jr. Hey, buddy.
My man.
What's up?
We class it up when we have you on. Eric.
Oh, yeah.
You guys getting ready for Zonapalooza?
Let's do it. Ready?
It's
November
not that
7th.
far, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting close.
How many, what year is this now? 4?
This will be 3.
Three.
No, 4. You're right. 4.
See, I'm more on top of it than you.
Yeah.
4th year, how many people do you guys expect? Well, why don't you tell our listeners what exactly
how it works.
Zonapalooza. Somebody reached out to me, just so you know, on social media, who said, are you going to be at Zonapalooza this year? I'm like, our plan is to be. We have an event the 8th. We've done it every year. So, yeah, our plan is on being there. Oh, I can't wait to meet you. I got invited this year. He was all, pumped up.
Awesome.
So, tell us what exactly La Zonapalooza is.
So La Zonapalooza was a creation that my dad wanted to do. It's his little baby. He always wanted to give back to the actual guys that are going to the humidor and smoking their cigars in the lounges and taking photos or taking them back to the house and being brand ambassadors for us.
Mm-hmm.
So we started making a lot of noise.
On their own.
Right, completely. Their own.
Not influenced or
No,
anything.
we don't send them to cigars. We don't
Yeah.
ask them to smoke. The guys that really just enjoy our brand,
They're into your
smoking
brand.
them, and they post them and constantly post, and they're in our Lozona group for Facebook and stuff like that. And it's just a big thank you. And we, they come down to Miami and we
They
treat them for
fly
3
down
days.
or come down on their own.
Yep.
And how many days is this?
3 days.
3 days.
Yep, November 7,
what
8, and 9.
What do they do for 3 days?
So the first day, what we do is we'll
Other than eat and drink and smoke.
eat, drink, and smoke is the main thing.
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. What, 2 years ago, I think we had the dodgeball challenge. We do karaoke.
Yeah, I think I hurt myself that
Yeah,
day.
that's why they didn't do it this year. Eric said.
All I remember is that Emily was the great white choke that year.
Yeah.
She had survived. When it got down to one-on-one, she could have been the hero and won the whole thing, and she threw like such a pansy ball, and the guy caught it.
And then we
I mean,
did that.
Emily, very few people have those moments in life where they could be heroes. You just choked.
Didn't Briggs go down or something
Briggs
at that?
never went.
No.
Oh, it wasn't Briggs? Oh, that was at one of your picnics?
No.
Somebody went down at a
Well,
dodgeball.
No, I don't know. Well, Briggs goes down regularly, but yeah, I wasn't there.
I threw a fastball pretty
And last
hard.
year
Hit
was the
somebody.
year of the broken chairs. Chairs were dropping left
Oh,
and right.
no.
Yeah, that was bad, man.
I mean, you guys
that
lost
was bad.
like a dozen plus chairs.
And
guys just crazy.
Well, your dad...
I got them all hanged up in the office.
Yeah,
Do you really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
They're all signed except one. I don't know who's the
Oh, that's
signed
great.
it. The chief of police broke one.
I refused to sit in any of the chairs last year because I didn't want to be one.
Well, then
of
your
the guys.
dad was coming out with the office chairs, and he's like, no, don't sit in that, don't sit in that.
Yeah.
Oh no, it was bad.
That got scary for a little bit. Yeah.
So how many people did you expect how many people did you have that first year?
About 100. The first year was maybe like 80 guys.
80?
Yeah, around
That's
80.
still big.
And then now we're at about 130.
That's what you're expecting this year, 130?
Yeah. It's getting a little. It's getting out of hand. But we like guys coming over and having a good time. This year we have something else planned out, and we usually have special guests. The last year we had the guy that actually helped in the assassination of Che Guevara. He used to be former FBI, CIA, and who
Well,
else
that
do
should
we
be
have?
interesting.
I didn't know that.
Is that like confirmed?
Yeah.
Really?
He comes out in the photo. He's the most famous photo right before he passed away. He's the one. If you're looking at the photo on the left-hand side.
Wow.
Yeah.
Did we meet him?
He spoke.
That was
Whoa.
Thursday night, though.
Oh, we
I
weren't
don't
there
remember
Thursday
exactly
night.
what day it was.
Because Friday night, you had the guy who wrote on the Mary Tyler Moore show. Or, no, it was some other... No, the comedian, the guy from New York.
Yes. He wrote happy. Was it
Lean into the mic.
Sorry, yeah. He hangs out at the Margate shop.
Oh, that guy.
Yeah,
Don't know
Marty.
Marty.
Don't know him.
He was hysterical.
Oh, yeah, Marty.
Marty.
All right.
Yeah, Marty. So and it's this November 8th.
7, 8, and 9.
7th, 8th, and 9th.
Yeah.
It's by
You're-
invite
you're,
only.
You're booked by the 8th. Invite only. So you're gonna receive a ticket. And
What do you do? What do you do? Because I know what happens, so don't lie. What do you do when people just show up? Like the local guys.
We
just
don't
roll in. Hey, Eric, what's up, bro? What you guys doing?
Not gonna mention any names of
you
who
guys
might have just showed up last year.
We try to be as strict as possible. We let them know that they receive the ticket, not their friends, not their partners. They're the one that's receiving the ticket. We're grateful for them doing what they do. It does happen, unfortunately. We try to be as strict as possible, and we're going to try to be as stricter every year.
I mean, you guys get like other manufacturers who will stroll in.
We got other manufacturers. We got other sales reps. We got, And
You kick him out? No.
No, we don't kick him out.
Yeah, so
The food is pretty good too.
Yeah,
Just
he
throwing
prides
that out there.
he prides himself in food. We try to do pigs and catering. A lot of sometimes we do Cuban food, Jamaican food.
Yeah.
One year we did pizza, and then there's a whole bunch of guys from New York are like, "This is not pizza."
That sounds about right. Yeah.
And then we have the botanical garden, which you guys would never go.
No.
It's
No, we
beautiful,
haven't
man.
gone.
It's a beautiful garden that the
Is
city
it a
has.
garden?
It's a beautiful
Yeah,
garden.
I've seen gardens.
No, not like this. No
Flowers.
way. Not in the middle of.
I was hoping for karaoke when I was there this year because I was gonna
Dude, you don't
open
need
up and sing.
You don't need karaoke to sing. Just bust out and sing.
Listen, it wasn't exactly the type of atmosphere at Lazona-Palooza for me to start
that's
singing.
the perfect atmosphere that I'd like to see you
I didn't want to
sing in.
interrupt the dojo guys during their show.
Are they coming down?
Yeah, of course.
Dojo.
That's another question. So this year, you guys, with the Turtle release with Dojo, you put
Psychedelic
tickets.
Turtle. We put a golden ticket. Nobody.
You still haven't gotten anybody.
No, I guess a lot of people open up the packs. They buy one
They
to
threw it
smoke.
out, didn't even know.
Maybe a lot of guys, what they do is they'll buy one pack and then one to keep.
Right.
So then maybe they just, they haven't opened it up.
So
but-
in 5 years, when they feel they're aged enough,
Yeah, then they'll realize,
oh my
hey.
God, I got a golden ticket.
Now was that golden ticket an invite only or a paid trip down?
Full paid.
Full paid trip down.
Oh wow! I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Full paid trip down, and it's sitting on your shelf.
And so what if it was like like Skip Martin bought a pack and he won? Did he get like a full invite down?
Full invite, maybe not full page.
Because that's what I'm saying. I mean, I know he's not pimping Espinosa cigars anywhere.
Right.
He's just showing pictures of his warehouse emptying in 10 hours.
I saw the video. Yeah.
I love it.
Good for him, man.
It's great for him.
I didn't see that.
All you do is keep telling me you have nothing to sell me. That's all he does. He's a retailer. Like, you got nothing to sell. All his posts are, I have no product. And I love it. He made up. I'm Skip Martin. I'm gonna get a Skip Martin T-shirt. I'm gonna wear his face on my shirt. I am. That's gonna be my new KMA shirt. Because he made a post about some injustice about somebody getting picked up by immigration that was innocent and American and whatnot.
I saw this, that he was an American. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, show me a system that's not flawed anywhere in the world. People go to prison who are innocent. People don't get medical things who deservedly deserve it. People don't get aid. I said, Skip Martin doesn't make enough cigars. The world's flawed. I mean, there was a couple of guys who were laughing. Let's all have a moment of silence for the lack of Cro-Magnon in 2019.
I have never smoked one of his cigars. Well, I've never seen it anywhere. That's part of.
He don't get. Yeah. Sorry. You don't have enough. He's got an empty warehouse.
Hopefully he'll bring a couple in if he comes on the show.
Yeah, if he comes on the show, he'll bring some, I'm sure.
I'm sure he will.
If he ever gets them.
I mean, he's always smoking them on his Facebook page.
I doubt you ever get him on the show. Maybe if we build a studio, I can coax him into it. But I definitely think we'll get him for
It's going to be if I get him on, that might be the day I retire.
Yeah, okay. I've been waiting for that day. Skip, I'll give you $500 to come on next week.
Where's my $500?
You're not special.
Oh, all right.
Skip is special.
I got you.
Apparently. So let's talk Las Seis Provincia.
Yeah, so La Se Provincia is the second collection that we started for our limited production.
And this is your baby.
Yes. So what is basically La Se Provincia means is the 6 provinces. It's a homage to my grandparents of the Cuba of pastime before the revolution.
This is a really cool box. I need to get this
cool
on camera.
Yeah,
Keep talking.
For you to open it, just put the flap down. And it's to homage to my grandparents and to the Cuba of pastime before the so-called revolution. Back then, there were 6 original provinces. Today, I think there's 13 or 14. So every year, we're going to be releasing one collection box per province. So the last one with the swing box was Havana, and then this is Matanza. So it's made to look like a Cuban balcony with the nice doors and the glass stained glass windows. When you open them up, it's really nice to display.
It's gorgeous. It really is a piece of,
I gotta move my mic.
art.
Oh, let's not spill it.
Oh, jeez.
Okay, we're good. Yes.
It's really a piece of art.
Each of these boxes is hand painted and has a different stained glass design on it.
Absolutely. There's 500, and each are 500 one of a kind. You could actually, it has its own easel, so if you want to put the easel on it, you don't have to hold it up.
Well, I gotta get it the right camera angle. I'm trying to make sure the lighting doesn't, so they can see a nice picture of it.
So now, tell us about the artist, because the artist is a Cuban artist, local.
Yeah. Cuban artist, Edin Gutierrez. He's down in South Florida, and then
this is the guy that you guys been working with for years, right?
Yeah.
There's a couple pieces of art in my office from him.
Oh yeah, nice. And he does great work, man. He knows the history. He'll go full depth in picking up old books that are falling apart and like old photography, and he'll copy that or he'll get inspiration by that. And he just does phenomenal work.
Now, is this the corrected box with the hinges?
So we had a little issue with the hinges.
Yes.
Yeah. We had a little issue with the hinges. That's why we haven't released it yet. We're trying to work on it, and we have the new batch coming soon, hopefully.
Nice.
It's being fixed.
Yeah, they're
as
being
we
fixed.
speak.
The sample versus what I received were not the same at all. So we're a little not happy about that.
Are you enjoying projects like this? Because we just did a microblend, and you were basically the key point. We worked with you, and I basically put that whole project.
How do you think
together.
it came out?
Well, first off, like we talked about when we initially talked, I'm typically not a Connecticut person.
Right.
Though I'm finding more and more Connecticut cigars I'm enjoying lately, right?
Which cigar are you referring to?
Fubar.
The Fubar.
Okay.
It's
But
Connecticut.
I know.
Yeah,
I want to
yeah,
tell everybody.
Well,
I smoked it the other night at our meeting.
Yeah, it's our 14th microblend. You know, in 2010, I started doing these microblends where I'd work with a manufacturer and make a special cigar, not something they're already making and rebad or whatnot. And Fubar was, I can't remember what installment it originally was. I know it was 2012. So probably
no, it was 13.
Bunker Buster was the
Bunker
first.
Buster was 13.
The original Bunker was 13
Yeah.
or 14?
It was, man, you know what? It was 14.
It was
2014. It was
yeah.
14 because we released it in April of 14. I want to
Yeah,
say.
And that was a
the point.
super well received.
Oh yeah, it was one of our more popular lines. Packaging was on point. It had a whole military theme, 601 La Bamba Bunker Buster. So we did a sequel to it called Fubar, and it was released last month, and it's been received phenomenally. But not only did the cigar, and really for Connecticut, which I'm really enjoying, I'm in love with the packaging.
It's really cool.
I see those boxes on the shelves all opened up in 4 different designs. I mean, it came up.
It was
stellar.
cool. It was a nice design, definitely.
Each
out
box
stellar.
has a
Real nice.
different image on each side.
No, every box has all the images.
Right, but I'm saying I'm talking about box. Each
each
individual
cardboard,
cigar,
yes.
Right.
cigar has all the sides have a different image.
Yes.
But they create 4 images if you put all the cigars together in the box. So you can turn them all one way, and they create another
Right.
image. Turn them all another way. It's a real box seller, to be honest, because
all 10 cigars are in a square cardboard tube.
Right.
And those tubes are printed, and when they're all lined up, they make an image. But as you turn all of them at the same time, they make 4 different images that sit in this box. It's kind of like a frame. And I don't know if you noticed, but those boxes got 2 holes in the back.
So you can nail it
You
into
can
the wall.
nail it and for wall
Oh
art.
no!
They got 2 little like hanging holes in the back of the boxes. So after you're done with the cigars, you put your empty square tubes back in it in the green frame.
And you
box.
can switch it up.
And you can switch it up when you get bored.
Yeah,
you
that's
just
cool.
flip the boxes and you got.
Or you buy all 4 to display all 4.
There you
There
go.
you go.
That's a better idea. Make sure you do that. Available for a limited time.
It's actually a great cigar too.
Thank you. Well, thank him. He actually.
Yeah, really. I
Good job,
smoked
buddy.
it in our meeting 2 weeks ago.
So are you enjoying stuff like this? Is this
I love
a
projects.
A lot of fun.
I like doing projects, like pushing the limit. I like pushing myself, and
Keeps it different.
Yeah, we allow our cigars to speak for themselves. We produce really good cigars, great cigars, and then I just like to throw in some different packaging, something different.
I mean, I got to tell you, from a retailer perspective, because we see a lot of fancy schmancy stuff, for something that's very intricate and got a lot of fold outs and parts and pieces, this is still very retailer friendly.
I always try to take that into consideration.
My only question is, when it's like this, what keeps the cigars from falling out, or you don't display it like this?
So
in
you
the
could
store?
display it with it open, and then you could also close
But
the
you'd
hinges.
have to leave this up to keep the cigars from falling out.
You can, right? Or it could fit on a shelf as well. It's shelf friendly if you want to put it on the shelf.
Like lying flat.
Right, or you could also display it with the shelves bent to make it look more realistic.
Like that.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
You got to be interactive with the box.
I mean, this is something like I'd want to display in my house, like on a shelf.
That's exactly what I said to him before.
That's the goal. I hope they don't stay in the stores. I hope people pick them up and take them home.
I don't know if you can get that in the kit. This camera looks like it's not in the right angle, but can you get that in there?
Yeah.
Like that?
You can show them here the different ones. This is another one.
Different art. Let me show that one.
Are all of them different?
There's 4.
No, there's all 500 are
Unique.
different and they're unique.
Oh wow!
Right. All 500 are signed by him and they're all unique. Then we hand pour some of the resin to make it real nice and
Let me
pop.
show the 2 variants.
Do you guys put the resin on, or the artist?
Me,
does?
myself, and I. Yeah, I've been pouring the
Oh,
resin.
really?
Yeah, because the artwork, the artwork's here, and the artist didn't want me to send his artwork to Nicaragua. So then, when they got here, we've been messing with the resin here.
Oh wow!
Let me know when you got that.
I got it.
All right,
I got it.
thank you.
Got a lot of fun with it. I have to watch a lot of YouTube videos to get it right.
Because without getting bubbles in it.
Right. You gotta get like a big flamethrower, but burn out the bubbles, let them sit for a couple days.
I'd like to see that.
I'm just gonna put these 2 boxes over here behind the computer, so don't forget them.
Okay.
So speaking of
where you can't see them,
okay.
and hopefully won't.
Hopefully Danielle's watching and can invoice it, you know.
My man, you don't forget. That's great.
So you're playing with a blowtorch?
Playing with a
the
blowtorch,
office?
yeah, the Coleman one with the big old freaking thing, just blowing. You have to mix it. It's gotta be. It's a science. It took me a while to learn it.
And it dries really quickly, right?
No, I thought
no?
it did. It takes about 3 days.
Oh.
And it might be here in Miami because of the humidity. So I leave my garage open, and it's been real humid lately. But it's taking me about 2-3 days for it to harden completely.
Jeez.
Did not know that.
It's a lot that goes into that.
Wow.
So is there anything else in the pipeline that you're working on now, or?
We're doing a nice little for Christmas. We're doing a little collection box of Warhead. So we're bringing back 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll put 5 in there and have a nice, cool little
5-pack.
collection. Right. Well,
Nice.
it'll be a 10 pack.
2 of each.
Yeah, 2 of each.
Nice.
Yeah. So hopefully I can have that for Christmas.
Which is another thing I wanted to mention about, since you brought that up, you just jarred my memory when we were talking about La Zona Palooza earlier. You started, I think, last year. You guys make cigars specifically now for La Zona Palooza, no?
Yes. Yeah.
So, like, if you don't come to this event,
You can't get that. We'll
can't get
have cutters, lighters, swag, T-shirts, hats, everything.
have you found last year that anybody was selling them on the black market
I
afterwards?
saw trading, not selling. trading a couple guys.
I saw on a couple of the cigar blogs that I'm a part of, I've seen a lot of people asking for them, like the cutters that you had there.
Right,
people
right.
asking if anybody had the La Zona Palooza cutters.
This was swag. This was swag from La Zona Palooza last year.
Was it?
I
didn't get a swag bag last year.
I got 2 patches. I donned on my shirt, so.
We'll have some cool patches and stuff for you guys this one.
Nice.
Very nice.
If you guys go.
No, we'll be there.
I mean, I'm going. I don't know about him.
No, we'll be there.
All right.
Adam will drive.
Yeah.
We'll be there.
Can we go together so that Adam can drive? I'll go with you.
We always go together.
No, we didn't last year. Oh, because
They
I
came
had
late.
That's
I had
you.
an event.
We always
Yeah.
go together. I don't drive to Miami.
Okay.
Yeah, it just doesn't happen.
He
It's
makes
a long
somebody
drive,
else
huh?
drive.
I hate driving.
But then I have to
man.
share a hotel room with Adam.
No,
He walks
listen,
around in
let
just
me-
a towel
Let me rephrase
in
this.
the hotel room.
Hold on. As somebody who pays to go, people, you take your staff to the trade show, right?
Yeah.
He's complaining because I pay for him to share a room with Adam. Now, I told him you don't have to share a room with
You got your
Adam.
own room.
Right?
Absolutely.
Now, is there anything wrong in what I'm doing?
Nope.
I'm
There
a
you
grown
go.
man. I go on business trips all the time. I've never shared a room with an employee.
Dude.
Maybe when I was like 20 doing improv shows
Dude,
traveling
you
around
work
the country.
2 hours a week for this show. Okay? You get in a free room. You do not have to take
Next
the free
time,
room.
next time I share a room with him, I'm going to take a picture of what he. As soon as he gets in the room, he takes his shirt off. He goes in the shower and he walks around in a towel.
I don't want to know this.
He walks around in just a towel, and he's a big dude. So, and the hotel towels that we're staying are not big. So he's got like a leg.
I'm an excellent towel tire, I have to say.
It looks like he's got a slit, like in a dress, all the
vivacious.
way up. It's
Why?
so.
You're in
That's
Vegas.
how
You
you
don't wear.
hang out in a hotel room?
No, I get out of the shower, I gotta put clothes on.
Oh,
now.
so you mean after he takes a shower?
No, he walks around for a while in a towel. I'm telling you.
He's
The couple of
everything
times-
Paul grossly exaggerates.
The
I have
couple
to
of
tell you.
times that I've
I
been in
don't trust
hotel
Paul
rooms
either,
with
yeah.
him, I'm talking like an hour
Dude,
in a
just get
towel.
your own room.
Lays down on the bed.
Get your own room. It's real
Puts
simple.
his legs up.
You don't wear the fancy robes, man.
Man, when I was staying in that kind of a nice place.
Yeah, what are you talking about? We were staying at the La Quinta Inn in Hialeah Gardens.
Oh, that's where you get.
In
Oh, I thought you were talking about Vegas.
Hold on. In Hialeah Gardens, because that's the best hotel in Hialeah Gardens. So don't give me crap. We stay in good places, don't we, Adam?
Yes, very much so.
Yeah, there's
When
a-
we were in Atlanta, we
there's-
stayed in a really nice hotel.
Listen, I don't like to chintz when it comes to it, but there ain't that many good hotels in Hialeah Gardens. Right? That's the creme de la creme of Hialeah Gardens.
Hector told
In
me.
fact,
Hector told me I
think
could
it's-
post up in his office last year. If you don't want to go back there, stay here.
I think it's like Quinta 5.5 actually, or whatever. What is it? Hotel 6 or Hotel 5.5?
Yeah.
Doesn't even qualify for the full name. Anyways, we got it at the end.
Oh, boy.
What do you got? So listen, I want to know best thing and worst thing about working with your dad. Real simple.
Best thing and worst thing.
Yeah.
No
Worst
pressure.
thing, he knows a lot more than I do. A lot more. He
That's
got a lot more experience
That's
than
only
I do.
temporary.
No.
and I'm sure he lets you know all the time.
Good thing is that he gives me freedom to do work on different projects and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and do some different stuff. You know what I mean? Like the first La Se Provincia box, I didn't tell him anything. I created the box, created the blend, created the bands, everything from scratch, and I presented to him there. Boom, and he saw it, he liked it. We told him what it was going to be, and he said, "Go for it." I was so nervous, nerve-wracking.
So you already paid for bands and stuff.
Yes, bands and everything.
Now, did that come out of your pocket
Absolutely
or company
not.
money pocket?
Company money.
Did he know that you had bought it all?
No,
he didn't know.
No.
So if he didn't like it, you were stuck with a bunch of packaging.
Yeah, I would have been. Yeah, I got some issues.
So let me ask you. Let me ask you a question. Did you ever bring my idea? He goes, "Oh, bro, can't do that. That's a terrible idea."
La Se Provincia box.
Well, did he really? Wait, this one or the first one?
The first one.
The swing box.
The swing box.
He didn't like it.
We took it to the show.
That's a terrible idea. Nobody's gonna buy that box.
We took it to the show. First day, I'm nerve-wracking. I'm shaking. I'm worried. We put it in the first pedestal, make it the cigar of our,
show.
Of the show,
exhibit, right?
Of the exhibit. Man, I'm nerve-wracked. I got one customer came in first day. He offered to buy all 300 on the spot. I wanted to.
Did you call your dad? Did you go? Excuse me, sir. Don't move.
Yeah, yes, sir. I wanted to
stay right here. Where's Dad?
I did that.
Is that what you did?
Exactly. I'm like, hold on. Let me get. Hey, you make this deal.
You have to sign this one.
Yeah. So then he looked at me and goes, "What do you want to do?" Oh, I wanted to say yes in 2 seconds, but then I said, "No, man. There's so many other stores that we got to get this out to, you know." So he took a large amount, but then we had enough for everybody else.
Wow.
So that moment right there, I said, "All right, I did it. I got one that stuck."
Do you still get nervous now or no?
You know, because it
you
takes
were
a lot of work.
nervous working Bunker Buster. Was that because of me, or are you just nervous in general doing projects?
You're an intense guy, bro. I want to make sure. I want to make sure it came out nice.
Listen, I'm only an intense guy if you want me to be. Juan Cancel doesn't seem to really care how intense
He
I
don't
am.
care about
Because
anybody.
he just doesn't, Now his new name is Juan Can't Ship or Juan Cancel the Order.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not good.
You give him an order 3 weeks later, we're still looking for it. Bro, I sent it to Bill. Poor Bill. I don't know how Bill works with that guy.
He wants to hand deliver it to you, man.
Oh my God.
Juan is watching, by the way, too.
What's up, Mr. Cancel?
I'm gonna out him. I told him I wouldn't post the picture, but I'm gonna out him. So they ended up struggling the last minute to put the box together, and then we got our boxes, and the shrink wrap was weird. It was very heavy, and there was a thick seal on it, remember? And then when we looked, one of the seals was coming off because the seal was put over the logo of Ziploc.
What? They used Ziploc bags?
They must have ran out of shrink wrap and used Ziploc bags, so the seal was over the Ziploc.
Juan is watching and he's commenting.
Okay.
Juan, can you confirm that you
it's
used
true.
a Ziploc bag?
I got photography. So I told him you should use the hashtag the real boutique as fuck.
He said, "Oh my."
That's some real boutique stuff right there. That's some boutique cigar company.
It's
I hope that
boutique.
didn't come from Lazona like that.
No, it didn't.
Definitely
But I gotta tell you though, cigars are solid. And actually, that Robert Peel Maduro, I'm enjoying.
I still haven't tasted it yet.
It's phenomenal, man.
Great cigar.
It's really
Great
good.
cigar. So I will bust on him personally. I will bust on his business tactics, but the product's amazing. I'm very
I'm looking
very
forward to
happy
trying
with bringing them in. I've been enjoying almost everything I've smoked from them so far. So good stuff. So there, you got your free plug. I busted on your balls, but I gave you a free plug.
There you go, Mr. Cancer.
This is what happened.
One can't sell.
Well, speaking of the trade show, we were talking about the trade show briefly. Did you have anything to do with this? So, if our listeners don't know, the booth this year at Espinosa Premium Cigars was made out of cardboard.
Oh yeah.
And it was much lighter. So it was like it cost. I think your dad said it cost an eighth of the price to ship.
Well, because everything is tonnage. It's based on weight, right?
Right.
You have
And it was also
drayage.
green. And so, did you have anything to do with this? Was this your dad's baby? Or did you try to push him in that direction, or what?
So we were sitting there talking about figuring out exactly what we're gonna do, and it is just ridiculously expensive to
Right.
get there. Taking away the flights and taking away the
Yeah,
hotels and
yeah.
taking away the food and taking away, all that stuff. Just getting there is extremely expensive, and a lot has to do with weight. And our booth was made out of metal, and we had to get these huge posters, so it's pretty heavy. And so we're trying to find Plan B. What else can we do? What else can we do? And man, luckily Anthony came through, and he just said, let's do it out of cardboard. And we're like, what? What are you talking about? And there's some small.
I'm sure at one point your dad was like, "Hold on a second."
Yeah. So we go over there to it's a small little warehouse in Kendall, and the guy shows us things that he's built at trade shows. He's literally built this before, and we gave it a try, and it worked awesome.
And
man.
you made a mini Lazona basically
we
out of cardboard.
we made a little mini Lazona out of cardboard. It was
It
great.
was a
and
cool setup, man, and it got a lot of press.
Our stools were made out of cardboard. It took a little while to get it up, but man, it's beautiful, and we were able to save a lot of money on the drayage, definitely.
What drayage is the weight of the shipping
Right,
cost.
and everything's just union. So if like on our big booth, you have to pay somebody to build it, even though
Right.
we can do it. But no, you can't.
You can't do that,
You
yeah.
have to pay somebody else to do it. That take 15 breaks. You know what I mean?
Well,
So
we're going to take our second of 3 breaks only in this show right now. But, you talked about drayage in Vegas, and when you come back, I want to talk about the trade show and your takes on it as being the next generation and what you feel is the future ahead of the trade show. So
cool.
Absolutely.
Take us out, and we'll be back in a very short
We will be back very shortly. Till then, and as always, keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Dan Blunt here for Alec Bradley Cigars. You ever plunk down hard-earned cash for a cigar? You're hoping you just bought yourself a nice drive-through taste town. Only to discover you're in the slow lane with a clunker. That sucks. Say goodbye to bad rides. Test drive an Alec Bradley cigar today. At Alec Bradley, they get it. Whether we're talking about life or cigars, it's all about the ride.
Fuel your soul and experience inspiration with the Aging Room Quattro series by Rafael Nodal. More than just a master blender, but the inspired composer of 4 boutique masterpieces for the sophisticated palate of an aficionado. The Aging Room Quattro series are a perfect chord of flavor and aroma, and are born from the best tobaccos, aged under the expertise of one of the greatest names in cigar making. Truly the perfect notes for a genuine cigar smoking experience. Aging Room Quattro series, a quartet of excellence.
Joya de Nicaragua proudly announces the release of Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial, a carefully modified recipe containing a unique and exceptional selection of barrel-aged grade A fillers and a beautiful silky shade-grown Habano wrapper. From the legendary Jalapa Valley, produced in small quantities, this exceptional medium to full-bodied cigar will continue to captivate consumers with its rich Nicaraguan complexity, subtle woody and sweet flavors, and a velvety finish. Try a Cuatro Cinco Reserva Especial today.
CLE Cigar Company presents CLE Cigars, Aroa Cigars, and Asylum Cigars. With 4 generations and over 120 years of experience in tobacco. From seed to smoke, these cigars are produced in Honduras and Nicaragua, with the utmost care and precision possible. CLE Cigar Company introduces a vast array of tobaccos in various sizes to bring the highest quality of premium tobacco direct for your enjoyment. Visit clecigars.com for more information.
Since their humble beginnings in 1998, Drew Estate has believed that the production floor is the crossroads between art and passion, and where the real magic takes place. Drew Estate Master Blender Willie Herrera has crafted a unique medium-bodied line extension that is creamy, lush, and ultra-smooth, and finished off with a flawless shade wrapper that delivers satisfaction in spades. Continuing the story from their factory floor, it is with great bravado that the Drew Estate presents Under Crown Shade, a true Drew experience.
Nestor Miranda Special Selection, the original collaboration with My Father Cigars, returns. A cigar for the movers, the shakers, the grinders, the doers, the builders. A cigar for those who give a firm handshake. If you're not afraid of starting with just $20 in a dream, we know all about that. Nestor Miranda Special Selection is an all-Nicaraguan masterpiece full of rich, deep flavors and complexity at an exceptional value. The original is back and made for those who know all about getting out there and doing something spectacular. Here's to the hustle, available now through your local tobacconist.
The Oliva family, the makers of some of the most affordable yet highest rated premium cigars available. For 7 straight years, Cigar Aficionado has rated Oliva as one of the best cigars of the year. And Oliva has a cigar for all smokers, from the newly released Gilberto Oliva Reserva to the bold and rich Oliva Serie V. Oliva cigars can be found at a tobacconist near you, so always ask for Oliva, an unbeatable value and uncompromising quality. The Oliva family of cigars.
Monitor 3 humidors at once from one simple device. Caring for your cigars is easy with the new PuroTemp wireless hygrometer from Zycar. You now have the ability to monitor the humidity and temperature in 3 humidors without even having to open them. Ensure protection by setting simple alerts that will warn you when your cigars are not in the optimal environment. Like everything Zycar, this is backed by their lifetime warranty. Stop by your local tobacconist to purchase yours today. Zycar, for life.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Get him in
No, not yet.
No. Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio. I'm Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Mr. Honest Abe.
Howdy.
And everyone's favorite Disney person, Paul.
Hey. I just found out that Erik Espinosa is a Disney guy.
Hakuna Matata.
Did the Lion King movie come out yet?
Yeah.
Did you see it?
Last week. No, we haven't gone.
You haven't gone to see it yet?
No, because
That's
we have a
miracle.
baby, and it's it's difficult to go to the movies, man.
When did you guys have a kid?
A year ago.
Dude,
I gotta sign a check tomorrow, brother.
Dude, I love with him. He's so sensitive. He texts me, it's not a pool party, but if you want to bring a bathing suit for your kids, it's fine if they want to swim. I said, bring a bathing suit to what? He goes, tomorrow. I said, what's tomorrow? And then he sends me a picture of the invitation. He goes, Eileen RSVP'd you. He goes, Eileen RSVP'd you. I'm like, dude, I'm messing with you. You talked to me about this 2 days ago. He's like so sensitive about it.
I just, he messed with me this morning.
Well, about what?
Eric.
Yeah, he texted me like at 9, right?
Yeah, I texted him just.
I couldn't make it.
No, I'm like, oh, that's today?
I sent him the address just as a reminder.
You're very gullible.
I told him I knew he was messing with me.
But you didn't.
I
You were a
didn't
little
at
bit
first.
worried.
A little bit.
You're a little gullible.
Well, your dad does the same thing, though. He'll do that. Be like, the day before, I'll text him when he's going to be on the show, and he'll be like, oh, bro, I can't. I'm like, what? Are you kidding me? And meanwhile, he'll be texting Abe, and Abe will be like, yeah, mess with him. Give him a hard time. So he does it all the time, too. So it must be in your blood.
We're pretty much an industry of ball busters. I mean, really. We are. It's what we do.
Yes. Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for finishing the line. So
I wasn't. Yeah.
We were talking about the trade show.
We're talking about the trade show. So obviously, a big topic of discussion we've talked about. But you guys are really the people who I think are most affected by decisions made left or right on the trade show, right? You're that mid-level company getting traction, breaking your way into the upper levels. Trade show is still a phenomenal expense. Proportionally, probably the sales enormous, right? Yeah. And you're doing your best to keep a presence. I'm pretty sure that your dad, if not both you and your dad, every year, at least for the last 2 or 3 years, have sat there and had a discussion. Should we keep going to the show?
It's a discussion every single year.
Every year.
100%.
Right. And knowing your dad's pride, he'll probably go no matter what every year. He'll find a way to go. But I bet you he'd prefer not to go and can find better ways to use the money.
Absolutely.
Okay. And this is the problem that our show is having. So when you got a mid-level guy and now this consumer day, this expense, it's more of expense on you, right? You're literally paying for the showroom floor, you and all the other manufacturers, for them to throw an event, which we won't even get into the discussion about the logistics of the event and whether it'll be successful, how it'll affect anything. I don't think it's going to make more retailers come, which is the backbone of the show, right? What's your personal take? Because you're the next generation. Right? Your dad not... I mean, I made this comment earlier this week. It's gotten scary because I always used to be the young gun in the room. Right? And whenever manufacturers or guys would get together, I was the new blood. Now I look at me and your dad and we're like, dude, we're the old dudes in the room, man. We're the checking out generation, man. It's like scary, but I mean, you're the next generation. So for the guy coming up and looking for 10 more years, and whether this 90-year-old organization is going to be around another 10 years, how do you really feel about it?
Right.
Say it the way it is, man. Don't be scared.
The first year that I went was Orlando. So that was, 7 years ago?
Wow.
Yeah.
That was
2012.
That was the first show as Espinosa Cigars. And every
Is it
single
because
year,
your dad just wouldn't fly you out before that?
No,
I'm just kidding.
You gotta earn it, bro.
You gotta earn it, bro. I'm not paying for your airfare.
We started off
You gotta sit and coach.
We started off with 2 booths. Next year after that, we did 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. I think we got to 16 at one point. But the crazy thing is that every single year, our booths were getting bigger and bigger, but less.
That's everybody.
Right. But
Less
less
attendance.
and less attendance
Which
was
is
showing up.
Which is a double whammy because you're increasing the footprint of the floor space, and then you have less attendance, so it even looks more emptier than it is, right?
Right.
Because now everybody's just scattered, right? Some of these mega booths, like the Davidoff or General Booths or whatever, they never look full. No. They got tons of people, but it looks completely empty, right? Because they're just so massive.
The good thing definitely is that this year the guys that did show up did buy. We had a good show. We had a good show. I'm very happy about that. But the attendance is
weak.
Definitely weak. Is this the answer of Consumer Day? I don't know if this is the answer, but
well,
definitely.
If the real problem is look, what's going to make a manufacturer happy? It's retailers coming, right?
No,
having a good show. the amount of business or new business, because that's really more important to the manufacturers than me coming and placing
That's
an
the goal,
order,
right?
right?
Yeah.
You want to open up 50, 100 new accounts at a trade show. And to get that, you need that many new retailers there and exposure to new retailers. So the backbone to making the show work is getting these new retailers there. I don't think this Consumer Day does that.
What do you think the answer is?
And we talked about it. You're going to have to watch a show with Dave Garofalo from a couple of weeks ago.
All right.
If you watch, I'm not going to bore our listeners because Paul gets really mad when I repeat myself.
Okay.
So if you watch the episode with Dave Garofalo from 2 weeks ago, we had a full-blown discussion. I had a suggestion.
Years ago
when I was on the board with Dave, and I believe something like that's the answer, not this. Yeah. But I don't think it solves that problem. So now it's bringing consumers, which if they want to do a consumer event to raise money, I just say go to Vegas, pick a day in a nice time of year in November, throw the biggest consumer event anyway. But once again, why do you want to do something that's already being done 100 of times? Come up with something creative and different, which my idea was, and you'll listen to the show. We'll talk about it after the show. But but forget about whether it's right or wrong. How do you feel about having the consumers now on a trade show floor?
I feel something different needs to happen. What's happening right now is not working.
Do you like this idea?
I don't know if this is going to work, but I know it's something different. So I'm open to it.
You guys do multi-vendor cigar events?
Yes.
Well, ours is one. I know you're going to be up in August in the Rocky Mountain Cigar Festivals.
Yeah, well, I won't be there, but the company will be there.
Yeah. And there are some bad ones.
There is.
You've seen some very poorly organized and put together ones.
Yeah, when you talk about 8,000 people, that's good. That's going to be
you think a trade
big challenge.
You think a trade show floor and the 8 or 10 board members who sit on the board dealing with 240 different entities is going to be constructive for putting together the consumer event?
If it's difficult for us at Lozona Palooza, at 130 people, I could only imagine.
That's the point I made.
Food-wise.
And you have full control of that. You're doing everything. Now imagine all the moving parts in that. It's going to be a problem.
I mean, just to give another idea, like for the Great Smoke, it's difficult enough to get 35 cigar manufacturers to just show up on time with the proper things.
Wait, and to read the instructions we send them months in advance.
That are very clearly detailed.
Yeah.
To get them to do that and actually understand it, and then to show up on time. I'm not going to name any names who doesn't want to show up on time, but that's difficult enough.
And not plan a wedding around
I was just going to say, or not show up.
How about FDA? How concerned are you? Yeah, they moved up. They passed a vote now. They moved up the deeming regulations now, or not the deeming regulations. You have to register by May of 2020.
So we've registered our stuff. Hector definitely has done a great job with that.
You've registered all your SKUs already?
Yes.
For real?
Yeah.
Now you could. You don't have to give me an exact number. Okay. But the number on the street that I've heard was estimations were like 30 to 40 grand per registration.
Oh, no, not that way. No. We did the predicate.
Predicate.
The predicate stuff.
Okay, some guys don't have predicate plans. Right. So you're saying
we have our 601 and stuff like that. I haven't paid to register anything yet. No.
Right.
Not right now.
As the next generation, and supposedly a guy who now you've made the cigar industry your future or apparent immediate future. How are you feeling about everything that's going on?
It's a little scary, to be honest.
You losing any sleep over it?
Not right now, because nothing is for certain, and it keeps on getting pushed back and pushed back and pushed back.
Well, now it just got pushed up.
Oh,
It went from 2021 to May 2020.
Right.
I got a feeling that the Supreme Court's going to overrule it, but I mean, I think the cigar industry as a whole just kind of put it in the back of their minds. I mean, not the guys working at it, but they're making new cigars every day. They're making, it's just like it.
How many new SKUs showed up this week?
Unbelievable. I mean, I think like right when it all broke down, everybody freaked out. Everything went on hold, right? Even our own microblend projects were on hold. Nobody wanted to make us any microblends. And I think it just got so stupid. Everybody's like, you know what? Everybody's doing business as normal.
That's how we're doing it right now.
Yeah.
We haven't. Nobody stopped us from doing anything, and we're going to continue until the moment somebody says that you can't.
That is all we can do, and all we have to keep doing, and that is an excellent point. So. Can we bring up the?
We have a special thing that you want to talk about.
I was going to save it, but for like a little teaser right before the break. But we could talk about it now.
Okay.
So some of the best things and worst things about working with your dad. You ever get nervous when you screw up about going to your dad?
I don't screw up too much.
You don't screw up too much.
Wow,
he just set that up, didn't he?
No.
So I'd like to talk about a little incident where the sprinklers went off in the office, and your dad was out of town.
Sprinklers.
Somebody bought a smoke machine to the office.
Oh shit!
Oh. So I have a photo of this.
It's live now.
Can we
You
show
have
them?
that photo?
Oh yeah, here. Let me show you. I want you to look
It's
at
live
it.
now. It takes a couple
It takes
seconds
about 8
for it to
seconds.
come up.
It takes about 8 seconds, but I want you to see this. I want you to tell us a story about this photo that's coming up right now. Right there. That's the offices. That's the offices at Espinosa Cigars. So
What is going on in this picture?
I'd like to know what.
That wasn't my fault though.
Well, I heard differently.
You see what happened was.
But tell me
story.
how this happened. And according to this, you didn't tell your dad about this.
Absolutely not.
So yeah,
not even a little bit.
So tell me the story behind this cloud of haze that became the Espinosa offices.
So we get I find out that I'm throwing the New Year's party because I just bought my house. I want the family to come over. I want to have a good time. I get the DJs, I get the lights, I get all that stuff.
So I'm
to have a
assuming
good time.
there's a fog machine.
And I
Are you
decided,
throwing the New Year's party at your house or at the office?
So hold on. So then obviously I get it on Amazon and I decide to go and buy an industrial fogger. You know what I mean? I saw a whole bunch of videos on Facebook that you put it with dry ice and the smoke stays on the ground. So I want to try it out. So the shipment comes in. I plug it in. You know, I want to see how it worked. It worked. It definitely worked. I held the button a little too long.
And it just kept coming out.
Oh, it just kept on coming out. A lot too, man. Like a ridiculous amount. And then
the sprinklers were off.
Not the fire alarm.
The sprinklers
going off. No, I open up all the windows and the fans, and it's not doing nothing. It was like that. It was like that for a good 3 hours. I shut down. My bookkeeper couldn't see her computer in front of her. That smoke is pretty light compared to what it got to.
And you could barely see anybody in this
photo.
photo.
It got really bad. I got nervous. I thought fire department was gonna come in because we opened windows and the freaking smoke is coming.
The fire department didn't come.
No, they never showed up. Thank God. No way.
I don't know if that's a good sign or a bad sign.
How did your dad eventually find out? I heard he knows about it now. Who threw you under the bus?
Probably one of them. Probably the mole that gave you that a little snitch over here.
So you're still scared to tell your dad about shit? You didn't tell him about this.
He doesn't need to know everything, right?
He's got this under control.
When you're on the road, you don't want to get bothered with stupid stuff like that. You know what I mean?
What's another mess up you were too nervous to go tell him about? Because I love this.
When I was younger,
you have to understand, I'm you.
Right.
I worked with my dad for many years.
Right.
You know, I would tell the story of how I opened up a store late one day, but I said it like a couple times, and Paul get mad because I get off topic a lot and repeat myself. But yeah, I mean, like literally, my dad didn't talk to me for a month because of when I lied to him about it. Whenever I didn't tell him why. Back then, cell phones didn't work, so I just told him, "Oh no, your phone, it's out of state. It didn't work." But yeah, I opened up late. He found out I didn't talk to me for a month. Right. So I'm you. So I'm really
nothing like that. But I remember when I was younger, we were shipping samples. Right? Sample after sample, and we're using DHL because DHL was giving better rates back then against UPS or whatever. And I got 200 boxes of samples. And I don't know how many of those boxes of samples I sent without samples. Straight up empty boxes with newspaper.
You're kidding
Oh,
me.
yeah, it was terrible. It was really
How
bad.
does that happen?
That was really bad. It was literally just these small little DH bundles that you grab a 5-pack, you throw it in newspaper, you close it, and you go. And it was a lot. And
you would miss every now and then.
You would get calls all the time. It's an empty box.
And he's like, yeah, that's my son.
Yo, you just ship me newspaper,
How old were you then?
12, 13. That's in the summer then.
That's child labor laws, dude.
Right.
Don't worry about it. You're excused.
Then the popcorn thing one time. You know those little popcorn things that you...
The droppers?
Yeah, I was pulling it one time. It just all dropped all over the place, just
The
fully
worst.
being filled. Oh,
The
it's
worst.
terrible.
I filled in somebody's car with a whole bag of that popcorn once.
Yeah, there's a video of it.
Yes.
That's demonic.
We filled
That's
the
not
whole
even cool,
car.
man.
Oh, yeah.
That's terrible.
Me and Emily, Lady M, did it too. A
Those
guy that
things,
worked with us.
I hate getting shipments with that stuff.
He used to joke with her and put it in her purse all the time. So when she go home and go to her purse, there'd be all this popcorn in it. So she's like, I gotta put something in like Ronnie's like office. I'm like, office? You don't know how to get back at somebody. So we dropped a couple of the big bags from the ceiling and we filled his whole car up with popcorn. I mean, like up to the steering wheel.
When he opened the door, you just see it pouring everywhere.
Pouring out. It was hilarious.
Oh yeah,
It was jokes. You guys remember Gary Yards?
Yeah, God rest his soul.
Yeah, man, I miss him so much. But he comes into the office one time. My mom goes to I don't know where, and she brings me a hot sauce that she had to sign a waiver for.
Wait.
What?
Wait, your mom brings you a hot sauce.
A hot sauce that she had to sign a waiver for. ridiculously hot, right?
Okay.
I like your mom already.
That's Miami for you, I guess.
So what do? I grab a cigar, and I just lace the top of it with this hot sauce.
You did not.
And I'm blowing on it and shaking it and putting a little towel on it, making sure it's not so shiny, and throw it back into the cellophane.
Oh, that's messed up.
I say the next person that walks into this door is getting this cigar, right? Sure enough, Gary Arch.
Dude, you're lucky you didn't kill him.
Hold on. This story gets a lot better, right? That's just a cigar. When I see it's him, me and him didn't see eye to eye. He was always a little grumpy back then, and I'm a little kid, but he was awesome to me. So I say, all right, I go to the water gallon. I take the water gallon out. The one that.
So there's nothing. Don't tell me you put something in there.
No. I just take it out. There's nothing to drink.
That would be like ultra treacherous than to spike the water. To go spike the water that he would go drink. I'd be like, dude, you're vicious.
I take that out. I empty the fridge. There was Gatorades and water.
You hit everything you could
drink. That's messed up.
Gone. I turn off the water from the sink. Right? Wow. No water coming out.
Wow.
So all right. So my dad, he's on in it. He didn't know I did all that. He gives him the cigar. He says, "Hey, I don't know about this cigar. It's a little too spicy. Tell me what you think." Cuts it, lights it, licking it, turns it on, and he's like, "Whoa, no, this cigar is too spicy. No, oh." Books it straight to our kitchen.
Oh wow.
Opens the fridge, empty. Gallon of water, empty. Turns on the sink, empty. Goes to the sink of the bathroom, so the water doesn't turn on. The only thing that saved them were the little milk creamers.
Oh, the creamers.
He was popping all those little creamers. But then we're fanning him. I got scared on that one. I got scared on that one. Yeah, that one was scary.
I bet you that made you a lot better friends.
Yes, yeah. I remember I used to put water in my hand and then just pretend to sneeze on him. He would wig out, and then he would use a little hanky he had all day long. That was nasty. He'd blow his nose, but then he always had that hanky all day long.
Gary Arch, wow.
What did Gary? I don't know of Gary.
Gary was a media guy, kind of. He was like the early stages of having. Yeah. He was could be like the first really media guy.
Yeah, he was.
I mean, he was post Cigar Dave, but Dave was around before Gary as far as media.
Gary would write a lot though.
But Gary was a big writer, and then he got into videos toward the end and whatever. And he was kind of he was an industry kind of standard. I mean. But basically, he was a writer and a media guy, and back before it was popular, back before there was Facebook about it and stuff like that. So yeah.
MySpace. I remember his MySpace thing.
He had a MySpace page?
Oh God, that's how bad.
MySpace. Yeah.
He likes Farmville. I remember sitting in the cigar shop and playing Farmville with him. Yeah, I'm telling you. He used to come to the cigar shop I used to work at every day.
Wow.
Down in Miami.
Well, that's something about you. You worked retail for a while.
I did about 5 years.
That's why when he makes packaging, he thinks about how the box sits on the shelf. Mm-hmm. I've said it once. I've said it a million times. Any manufacturer with a brain would have somebody on hand that has worked retail experience. Yeah. Anytime you think about making packaging, because you know the ones that doesn't.
Now was that
I know.
The manufacturers that don't?
Because you were the one stacking them in the humidor.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Was that your first job? Like your first job ever? Was it there?
Working with my dad in the office when I was going to school, but my first real job was working at a cigar shop.
Not working for your dad. Was that
summer? No, legit getting paid constantly. Yeah, at a cigar shop.
Was that his idea to have you go to a place like that, or that was all on your own?
Yeah, he got him and my cousin were the ones that
What shop was it?
Right.
Give him props. Are they still around?
No, I don't think they're around anymore. But the second one that I worked for was Sawarawana.
Oh, okay.
With George.
You worked for those guys?
Yeah, actually.
Wow.
Yeah.
You must have learned a lot.
Yeah, those guys.
No, I was kidding. No, I like those guys. We get along.
They're great.
We get along good.
I took over there.
How long did you work with those guys?
About 3-4 years. I worked at the Doral store for a while with Hollywood Jose.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, he was the one. He was my I was his protege, I guess.
Protege, yeah.
Right. And then I was doing pretty good, and they gave me basically the Coral Gables store, and I ran that one.
Now they only have the Doral store now.
They just got the Doral store.
Now, yeah.
Did you feel at the time, since you were working in shops, were you like, come on, I don't want to, did you know you were going to end up going back to your dad full time, and
No.
Were you I don't really want to be doing this? Or
I don't think at that time he knew his dad may still be doing this that far down the road.
No,
we weren't at that point.
Eric had a few stumbling blocks along the way.
He's talked about it.
That didn't look eminent that it would
right.
be around that long. Yeah.
Yeah, I was in school And he gives me a call one day, and he just...
what did you study? What were you studying? At least when you were going to school, what were you thinking you might do?
International business.
Okay.
I was
Why
international
international
business.
Were you going to go to Latin America? Or?
I wanted to do a little traveling abroad and stuff like that. And yeah, that's what I wanted to do at that point in time. And whether it was in hotels, and I knew that it was like catering, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm more, it interests me, bringing large groups of people together.
Yeah.
He called me one day, and it was just like a heart-to-heart. And he tells me that he's basically sick and tired of making everybody else money, and him having the issues that he's constantly having, that he wants to do it together. You know, and I said, absolutely, let's do it. We got a small little warehouse down in Hialeah Gardens, real small, much smaller than what we have now. And I remember starting off with bundles, just straight up bundles, and I'm packing bundles and making invoices. I remember I bought a QuickBooks Online when I first started. We couldn't even do back orders and no inventory, nothing, just making invoices.
Just individual invoices.
Just individual invoices. If we don't have them, too bad. That's it. It is what it is. And we started going from there. And then Hector jumped on board, started helping us out. We got Anthony.
Oh, so Hector was there pretty much from the very beginning.
Hector was there very early.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hector's been there since day one. Before we opened the doors, he was already involved in working with us. And then we got Anthony, and then taxes came the first year. And I'm the one doing all these invoices. And it was, oh, man, it was bad, bro. It was bad. I said, we have to get a bookkeeper. We got a bookkeeper, and she really didn't even want to mess with it. But now she's still with us for 7 years.
Oh, wow.
Is that, what's her name?
Pilar. So
Pilar.
Yeah.
What's her name do?
Danielle?
What's her name?
Danielle.
I forgot.
She runs the joint. If you call there, she tells you where to go, who to talk to.
Yeah, she's the one that's going to invoice you for those 2 boxes. So.
I keep sliding myself in front of him, hoping he won't see them.
So yeah, we have a good team, man. And then now we just got Jack on board, and he's helped out tremendously. He's been doing a great job.
We had Jack on like literally the week that your dad announced that he was coming on board. Remember, we had I think it was that Wednesday or Tuesday that Espinosa put out the press release, and then Jack Tarania was on, which was cool because we got to almost break the story. I mean,
now I just have to ask right before we go to our last of 3 breaks for this new KMA episode. How fun does a political conversation get in the office since Jack came on board?
Yeah, you know about that, huh?
Oh God, yeah. I've had my little quirks with Jack. He's very.
Is he like me?
Maybe a little worse than you.
More liberal than me?
Yeah, I think so. You're honestly.
I knew I liked him.
You keep me in check. You're really midstream. You're a little You're more. I would consider you more pansy than liberal, right? You're just weak. But no, Jack's
great. Thanks.
Jack's way more left than you, dude. That was a compliment. I called you a pansy, not a liberal. That's a compliment.
Oh, is that what that? Oh, okay. Oh, thanks. I didn't realize.
I thought the compliment was keeping him in check.
Yeah, that too. He keeps me in check a little bit, but
he's cool. We're
no, but he has your dad and I are similar. We're friends for over 20 years, so I know we have similar, pretty much, thought processes and our beliefs and whatever. Jack's pretty much the other side of it.
Jack's actually the lone horse in the office.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sure.
You guys all getting up on him?
No, man. It's never gone that crazy.
No,
it's never, because when it comes down to business, he understands. But
I'm not talking about business. I'm talking about when you have a cigar.
All the other stuff. Yeah, it's
the rest of the time different. Jack's on the road, so it doesn't affect anything.
Is it like Jack against everybody else in the office?
We don't get too crazy, but yes.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I love Junior because he's always like, he's like, well, let's not talk politics, but yeah, absolutely.
All right, we're going to take a little break. For the final time on this episode of KMA Talk Radio, we will be back in more with Erik Espinosa Jr. Keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram, too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Hi, this is Nish Patel from Rocky Patel Premium Cigars. I want to introduce you guys out to our Old World Reserve Corojo made in a Honduran facility. What a beautiful medium-bodied cigar. When you light it up, it's got a gorgeous white ash, and you get that sweetness from that delicious Corojo wrapper, a little bit of spice, and a lot of nuttiness. Go to your local brick and mortar, check out the Old World Reserve Corojo. You will not be disappointed. Again, what a delicious cigar.
Have you yet experienced a Toscano cigar? The full-bodied flavors and aromas of fire-cured tobaccos and a long aging time make smoking a Toscano a unique and exciting experience. Since 1818, Toscano has been one of the best-selling cigars in the world. 200 years of tradition are hand-rolled in the unique shape of every Toscano cigar. Smoking a Toscano is a way of life. Take part in a 200-year-old legacy of handmade, fire-cured Italian cigars. Available at your local premium cigar retailer.
Hello, this is Glenn Case, owner of Christoph Cigars. There's nothing more important to me than family. That's why I treasure the moments with my wife Terry and our son Christopher, aka Christoph. When we have those rare moments to talk about life, there's nothing better than smoking Christoph to enhance our time together. For Terry, it's our Christoph Sweet Tip Cuban selection. For Chris, our Sumatra. And for me, our original Maduro. Enhance your family time with Christoph Cigars.
Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust and its master ligador, Steve Saka, is crafting the very finest cigars available today. One such brand is his Sobre Mesa, a lush liga with a creamy core laced with abundant notes of cedar, cocoa, and cafe, which is punctuated by a Telecherry peppercorn retrohale, pleasing to the nose and providing the smoker a delightfully sweet, lingering finish. This cigar is a refined, balanced, and complex blend intended for the experienced palate. Ask your tobacconist for Sobre Mesa today.
With over 20 years in the cigar industry, Erik Espinosa has done it all. He began in retail, became a sales manager, developed and owns his own brands, and today is internationally known as a manufacturer of top-quality premium cigars. Nothing gives Erik more pleasure than to be able to make his own cigars for consumers worldwide to enjoy. Experience cigars made in the Espinosa way. La Ranja Reserva, Murcielago, 601, and Espinosa Habano, and Connecticut. For more information, visit EspinosaCigars.com.
Hey, fools, how about a game of cutthroat? Your funeral. That's my kind of game. Arnold, I hope your pool playing is better than your choice of cigars. Here, try this Rick Loose cigar. You're gonna need all the help you could get. Hey, don't be stingy. Let me get one of those. Rick Loose. Wow, that's a good smoke. Now I can bring my A game. Hey, I think you should stick with that Rick Loose cigar and work on your B game because you don't have an A game, and I know a little something about games. Boom. Hey, sucker, go buy yourself a Rick Loose cigar and do it today.
Awarded the 2014 Nicaraguan Cigar of the Year with numerous 90-plus ratings, the Perdomo 20th Anniversary Cigar celebrates Tabacalera Perdomo's 20 years as one of Nicaragua's largest premium cigar manufacturers. Using only the highest priming tobaccos grown exclusively by the Perdomo family, the 20th Anniversary Cigar has a tremendous profile with layer upon layer of rich, elegant, complex flavors. Visit your nearest authorized tobacconist today and experience the masterful blend of these Nicaraguan puros. Now available in extremely limited edition pyramid size in sun-grown or Maduro.
Great and fun times are always made better with great food. Come experience the new menu by Rum Shack at the world-famous Spearmint Rhino in West Palm Beach, featuring exciting new and delicious offerings. Experience their 1-pound New York strip steak special for just under $15 daily until 10 p.m. Enjoy a fine lunch without breaking your wallet every Tuesday and Saturday from their $7 lunch menu. No matter the time or day, the kitchen is open till close at Spearmint Rhino, West Palm Beach.
Welcome back. You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Love you too.
Welcome back to KMA Talk Radio, broadcasting live. I am Adam K. the Brewmeister. With me, of course, Mr. Honest Abe.
What's up?
Paul, the producer.
Hey.
And we are here with Mr. Erik Espinosa Jr.
Junior.
What does your family call you? They call you Junior, or they call you Eric, or what? Like,
Eric?
Or hey you?
No, they don't say that.
El campeón.
Cojones. We got Coop on?
Yeah, Coop is there.
Coop the Scoop?
Yeah.
You know, he's been giving out bad mortgages to Zev Kamensky.
What?
He'll tell you the story.
Huh?
Hey, yo, what's my theme music?
The Scoop with Coop. Breaking industry news. Hear it first on KMA Talk Radio and cigar-coop.com.
Koopaloop, what's happening?
See, if you're not going to have social media, and don't be shocked when you don't know what's going on in the world.
I have to send him screenshots
I'm not, but
of
it's just
things.
like it's.
Zev Kamensky got screwed over by Mr. Cooper. which is like a new
yes, I
mortgage
did see this. I
So
did see
everybody's-
this.
So everybody's like, why are you getting mortgages from William Cooper?
Because have you seen all the posts that Coop makes? He's buying cars. He's buying new stoves. His house is huge. I'm like, Coop, loan us some of that media cash.
The Lambo's going to be in the driveway next weekend.
What's up,
I know
Coop?
people would think. What's going on, guys?
So, Coop, what's the deal with you giving bad mortgages out, man?
All I know is, Zev actually doesn't live too far from me, and all of a sudden people are pinging me like, "What's up with you? These mortgages from Zev?" I'm like, and I look at this thing, I'm saying, "Mr. Cooper, like Zev, you're killing me right now. Go back to flying somewhere. It makes it easier on us."
I forgot what Mr. Cooper was. I'm not sure it was Nation. It was something. It was some big outfit, and then they renamed themselves Mr. Cooper.
Oh,
it was
okay.
a mortgage company because one of my mortgages used to be with that bank, and they changed it to Mr. Cooper.
Well, and your mortgage gets bought out 60 times in the amount of time that you have it. But so I guess his mortgage got sold to Mr. Cooper.
Or it was some deal where there was escrow money and they burned it or did something.
Exactly.
I'm not sure what
Yeah.
happened. Hopefully it all worked out for Zeb. So, Coop, what's the scoop, man? How's everything going?
Everything's going good. It's been a good week. Can't complain. But there's things going on in the news right now. And the first thing is something that you and I actually were messaging about midweek. And it's this Facebook policy that's about to be enforced about restricting tobacco content.
Oh, yeah, that's something we didn't even touch on today.
Well, that's exactly what I wanted to talk to Coop about.
Yeah.
Because from what I understand, the way I read it, Coop, it's not that it's going to be enforced. Their message was effective immediately.
Yeah, but here's the thing: the report came from CNN, right? And there was a lot of ambiguity in the report because I have the article right in front of me. It says the new policy will prohibit all sales, trades, transfers, and gifting of tobacco products on Facebook and Instagram. The spokesperson said any brands that post content related to the sale or transfer of these products will have to restrict that content to adults 18 and over. So are they prohibiting all the content, or are they just saying it has to be on a 18 or over page?
Well, and how do you do that? Yeah, I guess when you join.
They're just setting all our pages are set to 21 and above.
Okay.
All our social media pages. I think even KMA Radio is set to 21 and above, just to be safe. But yeah, all our pages are set to 21 and above.
Okay. So Abe and I are messaging. Well, what does sale exactly mean? That's where this is becoming very. The article didn't really define what sale meant right now.
And that's the problem, right? Because it's the CTAs, it's the call to actions that we're concerned about. Putting a link and saying buy it here, that's definitely call to action. It's propagating a sale. Or is me showing a picture of a cigar saying, man, you guys should try one today, does that call to action? So we don't know where that defines. And I don't know if me even doing a promotion, just saying, hey, these are off, if that's a call to action as far as they're concerned, because we don't know what their exact definition is. So, just so you know, Coop, we deal with an outside agency that has a liaison with Facebook, and I have a meeting scheduled with her on the 30th, and she's trying to find out through her Facebook,
mole.
Well, no, it's not mole. It's Facebook representatives that deal with her organization directly, and to get the exact bearings. But if my gut tells me what I expect will happen is they will give her nothing but complete ambiguity so that there's a complete shroud that will give them the leeway to judge what they want and don't want put on at their own discretion.
Right.
I have tried boosting KMA shows, exact same copy, exact same type. Some get through. And it's very weird, right? So I don't think we're going to get a good answer from her, but I will definitely share it with you in social media when we do find out what her Facebook liaison comes back to her with. But yeah, I don't think anybody really knows what the right answer is. And the problem is, I don't think anybody's going to know until people start getting shut down.
Right. And this is going to affect the manufacturers, too. I mean, like, on your side, Eric, you guys have a pretty big social following.
Yeah.
But because they don't deal with end consumers.
So I guess that's true, but they still do giveaways and whatnot.
Well, giveaways, the days of giveaways is probably going to be over.
Okay. Even swag, like T-shirts, like that.
Well, see, here's the thing: cigar-related material. So is a lighter a cigar-related material?
Is a
cigar
T-shirt
cutter a cigar-related material?
Right.
Is my smoke-in tumbler or KMA tumbler cigar-related material? So they've left it so vague enough that you don't know what they're going to do, right?
Right, and here's the thing, it could be like, there's the Espinosa Everyday shirt. Well, is that considered something that's tobacco-related?
Right.
That's different than having an Espinosa Laranja shirt, so I think there's some ways around that. Abe, the other thing is, I really think, and I don't expect the PCA to call Mark Zuckerberg and get the policy changed, right? That's not my expectation. But I expect PCA to acknowledge that this is something that affects now the base that they're trying to capture, and at least come up with some guidelines and recommendations. Like, they should be meeting with some Facebook liaison, and they should be giving recommendations right now. This is what you should do, and this is what you should stay away from right now.
Well,
That's what, if you want to be a full-service organization, that's what you got to do.
Listen, I could do a whole episode on the shortcomings of the PCA and whatnot. I mean, the PCA for years, were trying to, and this was going on when I was a board member. They were like, we need to, they were against online retailers, right? That was a constant concern of them, right? When they didn't even realize that their own membership were more and more selling online. So if you really want to do the organization a justice, start teaching your membership how to better themselves online social media. So they've always kind of had that older school mentality kind of way. So if you're talking about Facebook and social media, you're going way beyond their heads on something like that. And, Facebook's one of those things. It's not like you can pick up the phone and call them. That's the problem with all these tech companies. They've really buffered themselves from it. This is why, listen, you could say what you want. Because if you look at the tech companies, right, all these social media, computer-based companies, you could say what you want, but somebody tell me another outfit other than Amazon that you can pick up the phone and call somebody toll-free and they answer. Can't do it with Google, can't do it with Yelp, can't do it with Facebook.
No.
Any of these guys, they've buffered themselves from having to deal with people.
Yeah, that's the whole point. You never have to. They never have to speak to a consumer.
Let me tell you something. When I buy something on a website, I look, and there's not a toll-free number. I will not buy from there.
Amazon you can call? Oh, yeah, that's right. No, you can click a button and they call you.
Not even. Just Google toll-free Amazon 1-800 number.
But it's easier if you go to your order, you can click call me and they call you within a minute.
I'm telling you,
you're right.
I've called that number, they answer the phone. You're through with 10 seconds, 15 seconds of somebody. So you can say what you want, but at least they do that. There's nobody to talk to. There's nobody to deal with at Facebook, and I think they like it. They like the obscurity. They like not having to be held accountable to anything and not deal with anybody and make up the rules as they go.
Because they can.
Because they can.
Yep.
But like I said in my post, I made a post earlier this week. I love it when people think they're untouchable, because that's when you get knocked off your horse, right? Because all it's going to take is a group of guys, and listen to me. All I know is if there was MeWe stock, it went up this week. Because everybody, so many people now have...
What is MeWe?
It's the competitor to Facebook.
There's a competitor to Facebook?
It's called MeWe.
MEWE?
MEWE.com. Like me and we, I guess.
I'll put it up.
Yeah. But listen, I opened up an account, and I can't tell you how many people have seen... I opened an account just to be ready, right? We're actually going to build a KMA MeWe account and a Smokin' MeWe account, and we're not going to make it active. But we're going to post to people, hey, listen, follow these pages now, so if something does get shut down, they don't got to look for us or already be members on our MeWe page. But do you know more about this guy? It's a Christian-based guy who basically made hey, this is going to be a non-biased platform or something like that. I mean, I really don't know much about it, to be honest with you. You know more about MeWe, Paul?
You mean Coop?
Coop.
I know nothing about it.
No, I found out the same way you did. I started getting invites to this thing called MeWe this week, and I set something up too there. I mean, it's certainly an option. I don't think the problem is with MeWe, like Facebook, like what we do is we try to reach out to people beyond who are our regular cigar people, right? That's what we're always trying to do, grow our audience. With MeWe, that big, all the cigar people can go over there, but if there's not a big enough audience, it's going to be tougher to do that. I know we can all stay in touch, but I think we'd find a way to do that one way or another.
Well, I mean, the point being is that people will look somewhere.
Yes.
And this will drive somebody innovative enough, driven enough to make another social platform. And I was, like I said, on my post, if Facebook doesn't believe this can happen, I'm pretty sure that MySpace...
Talk to the guys at MySpace.
Yeah. I mean, whoever thought...
And Friendster. Remember Friendster?
Friendster, yeah. Whoever thought Lehman Brothers would be closed?
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
I mean, Lehman Brothers, of all institutions, right? So when you think you're untouchable, right, it's when stuff like that happens. So... the more and more...
It's about time for Facebook to fall off their horse anyway.
You know what?
Let's be honest.
Listen, it ain't going to kill anybody. They've all made their money. But you know what? It is outdated. The kids don't like Facebook. The next generation...
Your kids don't use Facebook, right?
Well, they kind of still do, but any of the young generations...
Insta.
Yeah.
But they own it.
Yeah, they do own it.
Yeah, I know, but Insta will be the same way. And any of the young generation,
Snapchat.
There's going to be the next Zuckerberg, and that's what happens. The next Zuckerberg is going to come along, and something's going to happen. But you know, Facebook,
in my industry, Facebook is for 45 plus females. If you want to reach those people, in all honesty, it's moms, housewives, like that. That's the group. Like if you really need to do lead gen for that group, that's where you go is Facebook. For the younger generation, it's Insta and Snapchat. You don't get people under 25 on Facebook. I mean, they're on there obviously, but it's not in mass,
right?
Like the other groups.
I still like Facebook as a format because I get to have my interactions, like busting balls back and forth with Skip and stuff like that, which I can't seem to figure out how it's done in the other social media platforms. Like Instagram, it's like, hey, I like this picture and I move on. Right?
It's not the same. Yeah.
There's no social or group interaction regarding even one post or one story, right? So, I don't know, but yeah, so you opened up a MeWe account for your blog, your website?
Yeah, I did a personal one and I did a Cigar Coop one as well.
What's a Cigar Coop?
How
does it work? You give an at name or something? You can give us a plug.
It's just I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, it's like a Facebook page. It's the equivalent of if you type Cigar Coop in and
I was just messing with you because I figured you didn't know.
No, I didn't. But I mean, all of a sudden I hear everyone saying MeWe's the answer. Like we got to go to MeWe. I'm like, I think people also need to relax on this. You know, I think people need to just relax a little. I don't think it's gonna be this big shut off one day. But we got to be cognizant of it. Yeah.
But you know, here's the thing, and this is what I don't like. Because in any, you know, and I don't know why someone would, probably because they just can't afford it, why there's a class action lawsuit or something. But you know, in any agreement, because Facebook does have terms of agreement, right? In any agreement that you have or any contract today, and most of them, there's always a time to cure, right? You're in breach of the agreement, right? Something's wrong.
Fix it.
You get notified, and you have a certain time in which to cure the problem, right? But Facebook doesn't do that. They just shut people off like it did years ago where all these guys' websites overnight went off. Mm-hmm. You know? So, I mean, that's the part, right? I mean, I've always looked at my personal page, my personal Facebook page. I try to get very little political on my personal Facebook page. I try to share very little business-related matters. I do sometimes, but very little business matters. Because I want my Facebook page to be an historical timeline of my life for my kids and my grandkids. That's how I use Facebook, right?
Well, hopefully it's still around.
Hopefully it's still around, right? Mm-hmm. But that's how I look at it, right? So my kids one day, or my grandkids, they want to know what Grandpa was doing. Well, they can go back and see my whole timeline, right?
Who's this Skip Martin guy that he keeps talking to?
Right. So, but you know, on my page is my cigar company background, my radio show background, whatever. So I mean, I'm like, man, they shut this stuff down. A lot of stuff is going to be lost forever. That's really only exists on Facebook.
Isn't it crazy that stuff just can't exist only on Facebook?
Adam will be the only one that's saved.
Well, I mean, it doesn't only exist if you have it in your phone before you post it. But if you post it directly to Facebook or a moment or a caption or something, it's gone. It's there forever. It's gone. So that's kind of a little bit freaky thing about it.
You may the worst thing, Abe, is the cigar industry may have to go back to writing press releases.
And then you still won't get them.
Exactly. Yeah, you still won't get them. Yeah.
So Coop, while I got you on here, did you get a chance to try? Oh, dang! Just hit a monitor with it. Did you get a chance to try one of these cigars that Erik brought here?
Yeah. In fact, the thing is, when I got them, right, and I was talking with Hector, I said, Hector, is this really like Connecticut Shade? That was the first thing I
he's
said.
talking about the Bunker Buster.
Are we talking about the Bunker Buster?
No, I'm talking about the MTZ, the Las Seis Provincias.
Not yet. I have it, but I don't have that one yet. I have the cigar, but I haven't smoked it.
Okay, I wanted to see what your feedback on it is. It's a beautiful
and the
cigar.
reason is,
what is MTZ for our listeners? Matanza. What is Matanza?
Yeah.
So it's one of the provinces.
In the mic.
Sorry, it's one of the provinces.
Provinces
of one of the 6 original provinces.
In
Cuba.
There you go. Yeah. We just assume our listeners always don't know everything, so we like to clarify.
Right.
So you didn't get a chance to try one of these?
No, in fact, I got one from the show, but I shipped everything back from Vegas, and that thing was on a truck for a week, so those things got to sit in my humidor for a little bit.
Well, I got a couple boxes, so when we see you, we'll smoke a bunch.
I'm gonna be down the first weekend of September.
I heard you're coming in the studio, yeah?
You're already on the schedule.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
Yep. I'm gonna be down there. Yep. We'll be down that week.
So I guess you did thought I was talking about the Bunker Buster. So as long as you got into that, tell us what you think about that cigar.
You know, I was really impressed with that.
You know, don't be nice. Don't be nice just
No.
because it's our cigar and Eric and I are.
No, I mean, I was a little harder. I was a
serious.
little harder on the what do you call it? The hand grippers, right? So, but this cigar, what was interesting about it is, I had gotten the information on it, and I'm like, is this really Connecticut shade? Because I thought maybe it was a light Habano wrapper. It was, because it had a much more of a pop for a Connecticut shade. I thought it was a really good spin on the blend there.
Thanks. Well, I had nothing to do with the blend.
Good job, Eric.
I mean, we picked it, but they put it together, man. It was solid.
No, I mean, I like the shape. This time went for the rounded perfecto. I kind of like that. So I think it was like I said, I think it was a really good installment of the series.
It is a unique shape, actually. I noticed that.
Yeah.
I liked it.
Thank you. That the original shape was my idea.
Okay. Was that the shape of the original one, or?
Well, it just wasn't box pressed.
Okay.
Yeah,
it's kind of like the original shape, but unbox pressed. The original shape was more box pressed.
Okay.
Yep.
So yeah, good stuff. So any hyper link of news you want to discuss before we wind this show down?
I think the only other thing we should mention, I don't know if it was mentioned earlier, was Espinosa released their Lancero in the Habano this week.
Yeah. Yes. We got them in 2 days ago.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
So yeah, we actually had that news on Coop.
I appreciate that, Coop.
So you've become now another manufacturer who makes a cigar that everybody wants, but no one can seem to sell.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean,
we sell ours.
That would be you sell them. We don't sell them. That's the difference. I love when manufacturers say, "Oh, we sell all our Lanceros." I'm sure you do, because I keep getting suckered into buying them, because everybody keeps telling me how awesome they are, and then I put them on the shelf, and no consumers come and buy them. Someone needs to explain this.
Is that just
anomaly?
Is that just a South Florida thing, or is
I don't know, but this is a shared consensus by many retailers.
Yep. Okay.
Right? It's not like an Abe thing or a South Florida thing. This is a shared consensus by many retailers. Lanceros are always talked about. Oh, they're raved about. I don't know. It's like 5 guys who decided to make all the buzz in the universe. It's like the same 5 guys posting or talking about it everywhere. But we all get convinced, like, oh, we gotta get the Lancero in. We put it on our shelves and ask Adam, what's the number one SKU we pull off the shelves because it won't sell?
Lancero.
Are they harder to make?
Yes, absolutely. Well, just picture all the tobacco that you're putting in a 60 ring gauge cigar and trying to maintain that blend, but putting it in a
get the same flavor out of
a 40 ring gauge cigar. Me personally, as a Corona Lancero, I've come now. I never used to like that size. I thought it was very feminine, girly, small.
And you're not a small guy, so it.
No, it looks worse in my hand, right?
It looks like a cigarette.
It looks like I got a toothpick. I'm picking my teeth with a Lancero. So, I'm picking my teeth with Lanceros. So, but I've come to, and you could probably back me up on this one.
I'm getting a lot of people saying that they sell the hell out of Lanceros. Retailers on here.
Have you not heard that retailers can't sell them?
I've heard them, but I've heard that the retailers that can't sell them don't buy them.
But you heard this story, right?
Yeah.
Coop, have you heard this before, or am I just
Look,
talking on
my son worked retail. I can tell you that straight out. He's pulling Lanceros onto the specials table all the time.
I'm telling you.
There's a rabid fan base who make a lot of noise about it, right? And Espinosa certainly has a very, very loyal and rabid fan base. But when it comes to getting outside those fan bases, that's where these releases tend to not sell.
I'm just telling you, it's like the industry anomaly, man. It's the most talked about size, and without a doubt, the least selling size. Oddly enough.
I probably have 10 Lanceros in my humidor right now that I just haven't smoked.
It's my wife's favorite size. It was my wife's favorite size before mine, but I like it because I tend to
quicker.
That used to be my rationale. I used to think I was getting into them because they were shorter and quicker, and I didn't have enough time to really enjoy them.
They're slow burning.
But I think I like them because I think I taste the flavor of the cigar better.
The wrapper, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just a more intense in flavor. It's a more concentrated flavor.
I guess that makes sense.
Of the cigar, and I think that's why now I've become drawn to that size.
But the other problem is, you get a bad one.
It
is like trying to suck a milkshake through a straw in the worst possible way.
No,
and it is awful.
They have to be rolled right, without a doubt. So. But, I mean, we'll have you on, or we'll have you call in 6 months, and we'll see how many Lanceros you sold compared to all your other sizes.
All right, no, we do small batches. I'm with you, but
if
they're asking for them, we got to make them.
Okay, but so here it is. You make a small batch because nobody's buying them. There's like 10 guys buying them in the country. There's one guy, what's his name? H-Town.
Jose,
who's made a market of his store has every Lancero
And the
from every
the
manufacturer.
Critchfields apparently, because they're saying on
They're
here
awesome.
that they sell
They're
them
the
like
best.
crazy.
They're the best.
The Critchfields?
Curtis and Chrissy
Yes.
are on saying that their store sells tons of them.
What's up, guys?
Well, if you need Lanceros, call Chrissy Critchfield. She's got them. She's got them. Where's
They're
her
big
store?
supporters of the show.
No, she's always on the show.
Yeah.
I love her on social media. Where's her store? You might as well pimp it out.
Yeah.
Kentucky.
Kentucky.
Yeah.
Okay, Kentucky. So they're in Kentucky. You know the town, or
No, I've never been there.
All right.
My dad likes to go all the time.
Way to take care of your customers. Anyways,
I don't get to travel that much.
They'll tell us once it gets to the air. She's saying hi.
Listen, after the show, his dad's gonna come. Bro, you don't know our customers in Kentucky, man. You just know where your customers are, man.
Her La Bomba ashtray broke not too long ago.
Yeah, I saw that. You know what?
Simpsonville, Kentucky.
Thank you. I want to let you know that when I saw that, I went and looked through all my stuff.
try to find one?
To see if I had an old La Bamba ashtray. I was going to send it to her.
I had one that was super dirty. I wasn't going to do that.
I was really looking through my stuff to see if I could send her one. I was going to send it out of the blue, freak her out. But we didn't have one lying around. I tried.
Oh, no. So, Coop, what's coming up this week on CigarCoop.com?
We will finally be finishing up the IPCBR recaps. In particular, I have my big recap of all the non-PCA stuff that went on at IPCBR. So you can look forward to that. And I'll also be having a review of the re-release of the Padron number 89 Maduro.
Oh.
You guys might be familiar with it.
A little bit.
But they re-released it for the TAA.
A little bit.
A little bit. I've heard of it. I've seen it somewhere.
Corona? Look a little bit bigger than Corona.
Mm-hmm. Very nice. All right, thanks a lot, Coop. We will talk to you next week.
Thank you.
Sounds good.
My man.
Okay, guys.
All right, with that, let's see this week it belongs in a cigar insane asylum.
Welcome to the Cigar Asylum,
Did you know I'm utterly insane? We all go a little mad sometimes.
where logic and reason cease to exist.
This week we belong to the Cigar Insane Asylum, brought to you by CLE and Asylum Cigars.
I love it because we don't have to rush.
Yeah.
Do you feel a little pressure to get out like
I just
58:50?
No, I wasn't looking at that. I know I can go till noon or whenever I want.
Right.
But it was just force of habit.
Did you pimp Coop's website for the people to check out?
Cigar-coop.com. You pimped it wrong. It's cigar-coop.com.
I know. But
There you go.
I skipped a hyphen, okay?
Well, that makes a difference.
That makes a big difference.
The figures. Adam forgot what he was going to say.
I think the guy that owns cigarcoop.com has it linking to YouPorn or something like that now.
Wouldn't that be a great idea?
Or mortgages.
Well,
or
somebody bought my name website. I always had pauldegraco.com, and somebody bought pauldegraco.net, pauldegraco.tv, because my buddy thought it was funny to link it to a weird, strange pornographic website with fetish porn and stuff like that.
That is a great April Fool's Day
Yeah, it was real
prank.
great for my career. Somebody would Google me, and they'd find pauldegraco.net, click on it, and be like, what the hell? That sucks.
I promise you that's the last thing that really affected your career. Just saying.
Just throwing it out there.
Here I am.
Just saying. All right, this week's inductee saw this is a true story. I've seen the video. It's actually absurd. This week's inductee saw his plane and did what we've all thought about doing but would never do. A man in Lagos, Nigeria somehow found himself on the runway at the nation's busiest airport. According to reports, the pilot of Asman Air Flight spotted the man walking straight towards the plane on the runway as it was approaching for takeoff. The pilot immediately slowed down as the man wandered around the craft, turned off the engines, and the man then literally jumped on the engine, pulled himself off, and was getting on the wing of the plane. There's a video of this. We're not making this up. The man climbed his way onto the wing and then tried to access the cabin. I guess he missed his flight.
That's what I think. They have not
really wanted to get on, huh?
I guess he missed his flight and didn't want the plane taking off without him. He was trying to get through the cabin from the outside. So it's a true story. A passenger's video of the event is surfaced. It's gone viral. We've all been angry when we've gotten to the gate for our flight, but the doors were closed.
You can see the plane,
right? So, this dude took it to the next level, bro.
You really didn't want to miss this flight,
right? This guy should get an award. But congratulations, Mr. Air Cowboy. You are this week's inductee into the Cigar Insane Asylum, brought to you by CLE and Asylum Cigars.
There we go.
So how you feeling over there, Eric? I know you're always nervous coming on the air.
I don't think he was nervous this time. You've been nervous before.
He told me he was nervous before
Were you
he
really
came on.
nervous still?
I get nervous with this stuff.
Really? You're a natural, man.
We didn't make you read
appreciate
poetry
that,
this
thank
time.
No, I know.
Well,
I upgraded.
Actually,
or
no, I'm just.
We used to make him read. He was our poet laureate. We used to make him read bad poetry on every show. But yeah, not done. So what's going on? You going back to Miami now?
Probably go home. Take me about 2 hours to get there.
Is your wife home waiting for you?
Yes, sir.
Did she make like a nice lunch for you?
Absolutely.
Got a nice cold beer waiting for you.
Yes, she's the best.
Gonna take your shoes off and massage your feet?
Absolutely.
Yeah, bullshit.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous, bro.
Bullshit. Listen.
Don't be jealous.
Hold on. Wait.
It's 5 months. Just give it some time.
Wait. You have to remember. And he's gonna laugh. He probably forgot about this. But his dad used to tell me, bro, I got the best wife in the world. She puts my toothpaste on my toothbrush for me. Like I come in the bathroom and the toothpaste is already on my toothbrush.
My wife does that for me.
Really?
Not all the time, but
why?
I don't know. It's like a little thing. Sometimes I'll do it for her if I brush my teeth first.
That's so.
I don't know. It's nice. Your toothbrush is there. It's like you're thinking of me. She
Okay,
does. She does. My wife does that.
No. That is the weirdest freaking thing I have ever heard.
That's the most animated he's been all show.
It's just weird, dude.
What's weird about it? It's like a sweet thing. Like, oh, I made your toothbrush for you.
You
You pre-wet it too, right? You pre-wet the toothbrush.
Yeah, always with the water. Yeah,
Right,
not with saliva.
Oh, so you've done it?
Once or twice.
Wow.
See?
Yeah, man.
Well, you have hallway sex to look forward to, right?
Okay.
He doesn't know what that
You
means.
don't know what hallway sex is?
No, I
Oh, hallway sex is when you finally get to the point where you're married. That when you walk by each other in the hallway, she looks at you and goes, "Fuck you," and you look at her and go, "Fuck you." That's your hallway sex.
You guys still sleep in the same bed?
We're not there yet. Yeah, it's the same bed. Same bed.
Call back.
Wait, just want you to know, one of our top fans that I've now convinced him.
I saw that.
Yeah, I can't
saw
remember
that.
who it was, but yeah, he's like, I'm. You know what? I'm convinced now. I'm sleeping in another bed.
It's just
All
not.
right,
It's,
yeah,
you're just
great.
friends.
Fantastic. We hope you've enjoyed this week's show. Next week, Omar DeFries of Fratello Cigars and Tobacco Kennedy from Stogie TV to talk about Black Smoke Miami.
TK's here. All right,
Yeah.
awesome. Oh yeah, he gets Stogie TV. He's also got a Black Smoke Miami's coming up.
Yep.
That's what he's coming in to talk
All right,
about.
awesome. And Omar is coming in the studio.
Yeah.
He's going to. That's what Paul said.
Should be another good show.
As of right now, he's coming in. I don't know. Everybody, you guys are making me nervous. You're like, wow, he's actually coming in.
I know. Yeah, I just thought maybe.
Now that calls for a beer.
You know, NASA has him on call.
What?
No, he's totally out now.
It was a joke.
Okay, yeah, but
I'm so confused.
He used to work for NASA.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
You can ask him about it next week.
Yes.
When we're here, on the radio, doing things, and talking to you on Facebook. Till then, and as always, keep it lit.
You're listening to KMA Talk Radio. Follow us on Facebook and Twitter.
We're on Instagram too.
Yes, it's mandatory.
Cigar Fairy's making rounds.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
Keep it lit with KMA Talk Radio.